Okay. Hope everybody can hear me okay. I hope everything's going all right today on this beautiful Tuesday. Everybody's enjoying, hopefully, a nice and relaxing end of day or getting kind of close to the end of the day for a lot of people. And for me, one of my favorite things, one of my favorite things to do when I have a couple of minutes and do my own thing is to get to do my own thing is play video games, hang out in chats, hang out in streams. I've been doing a little bit of that. There's a really great gaming community on Twitter that I have had the great fortune to meet. So I'm actually super happy about getting to be a part of it in terms of as a streamer. But honestly, I really want to take a minute to say I'm very thankful for people getting to just kind of come together and participate. We know that's kind of been difficult in the recent year and so, excuse me. And it's really nice to kind of jump on somebody's stream and get to say hi, even if only for a moment. So I really like that. Let me get us switched over so you guys can see. Obviously, we know what we've been playing. We've been playing Banjo-Kazooie. Now, you'll probably notice I'm back at the title screen here. Hopefully. Let's see. Hold on. You probably can't. Let me see if you can hear the stream right now, because I honestly don't think you can hear the game audio. No, it looks like you can. That's good. Okay, cool. Good. My little remote control here said you might not be able to, but I actually see it, so. Very cool. I'm going to have to customize this controller so I'm a little bit more familiar with it, but hopefully everybody can hear me okay, everybody can hear the game okay. I did notice in previous streams that my game was a little loud. I wanted to kind of turn it down just a little bit. I think I only turned it down like a decimal 0.9 or something like that. So hopefully it sounds really nice. I did have to X out of the game. I've been having a couple of... It's really weird. It doesn't have anything to do with my stream. It's honestly just my Xbox, or my Xbox controller maybe. I've been having some issues where when I get back into the game after 2 or 3 times, all of a sudden I have... no audio. I can't hear, and it's just in my earpiece. I can hear it on the television, but I try not to play the game where I can hear it through the television or the sound bar, because I don't like audio bleed into the microphone. I want my voice audio to be nice and crisp and clean as well. So hopefully it all sounds really good and really clear. And you probably noticed that the title of today's stream is... I keep my titles pretty simple. I don't know if I should be doing a bunch of different thumbnails, but I figure one game series, one thumbnail kind of is a little bit more pleasing to the eye. But one of the things I was noticing, let's go ahead and do this, is I had a bunch of part 2s, obviously, and now I have a part 3. I had an opportunity to actually just give it a name. This is part 3 of the stream. We're doing a 100% run of Banjo-Kazooie, which I like to do every year. It's just one of my favorite games, and I don't know it perfectly, but I know it well enough to kind of get by at 100%. If you come into this, I've said this in the previous streams, and of course I'm going to repeat it just because I don't want there to be any disappointment. I am not a speedrunner. This is not me going through 100% at the fastest possible time or in the most efficient possible way. It's just me getting all of the collectibles and passing the game at 100%. So I wish I were a speedrunner, or at least I wish I were good enough to be. Sadly, I am not. And one of the things I was also noticing I really want to do real quick, so let me tap the pause button, take a look at my totals. I noticed that in the overworld, I feel like I'm missing 4. I'm missing 4 of these. So there's not 4 more worlds. I don't feel like I got this one up here though. Well, that's gonna hurt. Dang it, okay. I feel like, I don't know where the other one I'm missing is, so I'll have to take a look. I know I'm missing the Mad Monster Mansion one, which I got. There's only 2 more worlds, which is Click Clock Woods, and, let's do this. Click Clock Woods and, what is the other one? I can't think. Rusty Bucket Bay, the worst world, the one that I actually made the title about. Goodness. So I know if Rusty Bucket Bay has one and Click Clock Wood has one, plus the one that I need to collect from Grunty's eye over here. Actually, I should probably bust that eye out first. that I'm going to be short one, and I don't know where that one is. You know what? I actually do know where that one is. So I'm going to go back real quick and grab that. I just remembered where it was. I don't know if I hit the switch. I think I hit the switch for it. I'm pretty sure. I hit the switch for it. I just didn't collect. Whoops. I just didn't collect it. So let me do that real quick. We use our little handy... You know what? No, we're up here. Let's do something else real quick. Let's go ahead and bust Granny's eye out. So Rusty Bucket Bay is my worst world. I think we have to actually... Oop, you know what? I remember. I think we actually have to bust it out with the Beak Buster. I can't remember what it is. The one where you fly. I may just do it that way. That's okay. That's not a big deal. Alright, so the one I missed was the Bubble Gloop Swamp one. I grabbed the Gobi's Valley one, and for whatever reason I always do that. I think I did that. It seems like I didn't use the jump pad to jump into the vase. Did I? No, I did do that. Huh. Did I use it to do the... I also used it to get the Gobi's Valley one, right? Which is the... let's see. The Gobi's Valley one's in the sarcophagus, which is behind this vase here on the other side. There we go. Anything that is technically unkillable, by the way, can be killed with gold feathers. So, side note for anybody who is curious. I want to take a quick peek. I'm going to switch us over to the intermission screen for a second, but I do want to. I just want to. I'm not trying to cheat here, but I do want to take a quick peek and see what exactly it is I'm missing. I feel like I've hit all the switches, and I just still don't seem to be. Let's see. I still don't seem to have all of the ones I need. All the jiggies you get from, the jiggies you get from the witch switches. I know that there is, I know the Mumbo's Mountain one was on top of the mountain. Whoops. And I know that, okay, so I know that, I'm trying to think. You know what? I don't think I got, actually, thinking about it now, I don't think I got the one from Treasure Trove Cove. I don't think I actually picked that. I don't remember. Did I pick that one up? Did I go get that one? It shot out of the cannon. I remember that, and I think I remember forgetting that one. That's the only thing I can think of, though. Because I remember having, let's see. I remember getting the one on Mumbo's Mountain. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to take a look at this. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this because I remember. I remember this one, right? So the Click-Clock Wood. I know we didn't get the Click-Clock Woods. I know we didn't get the. But we got. Let's see. So we got the one that was left of the entrance. We got the one that was in Mumbo's Mountain at the top of the mountain. We got the one that was. I think we got the one. We may not have the one that was in Treasure Trove Cove. I think we might have. I know that we got the Clanker's Cavern one because we have to ground pound our eyes. And then we have the Gobi's Valley one, which is the one that was inside of the gold urn, the one that we jump inside of Grunty's head for, I guess, the vase. And then there's the Frizizi Peak one, right? Which I thought... I think... You know what? You know what I'm thinking? You know what it is? I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. All right, we're going back. I forget. Frustratingly enough, I forget. You're gonna see. They're two of the more frustrating ones to get, and I forget about this one almost every time. I'll show you why. I'm gonna actually go ahead and real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get us switched back over to my live scene. That way we're not just sitting here watching me in a smaller screen, especially if you guys are watching on your phone, right? If you're watching on your phone, you want as much screen real estate as you can possibly get, I'm sure. I would. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, and here's what I'm thinking. So I do have this, and you get 12 seconds to basically hit this flight path. So what we do is we get these we get the turbo trainers here. And we do that. And there's a tunnel, or there's a cave up here, actually. Which I like the fact that you could... The reason it's frustrating... No. Is because you get stuck a lot. And if you touch the ground, you're out of flying mode, which I need to be in order to get this one. Because it's way up here at the top, not in that other one that I was thinking. That's why it's so frustrating. And we get to skip the animation. Now I can actually go back. But I still have to fly up the the tunnel there. And I hate it because you get stuck all the time. But if I do that, if I freaking touch the ground, I have to start flying again. I have to go back and do that 12-second puzzle again. So we're gonna just boom and get these other two. There we go. Now we're back on track. I was sitting there for a second going, why? But now we're back on track. All right, and then we're gonna use our trick again. Boink. Nice. Now, this is my absolute worst world, Rusty Bucket Bay, and everything that has to do with Rusty Bucket Bay is incredibly stressful for me because it's a very, very high stakes, low reward circumstance. You get the same reward as you get in every other world, right? You get 10 jiggies, you get 100 notes, you get 2 empty honeycombs, but everything kills you much more quickly. You get, you have oil water, which takes double the air that it normally does. So instead of you being able to hang around, I think the air bubbles, you get 6 air bubbles, and I believe it takes 60 seconds to exhaust all of those. I think it's 10 seconds per air bubble. In Rusty Bucket Bay, everything takes half the time. So 5 seconds per every air bubble going. 30 seconds for the whole thing. So there's, oh, I gotta be pumpkin, I forgot. And then on top of that, you have, the inside the engine room where there's a jiggy or 2 to be gotten. You get a you fall. You can fall. You can literally just fall, and that's a whole life gone. It's not just, oh, I fell and I took 4 honeycomb of damage. Nope. It's gone. You die. All right, let's go. We already did this. This is my favorite world, just because I love the aesthetic of it, and I like the music a lot too. But we already got everything we needed to from that, so anybody who missed that one, if you are excited to see it or want to see it, it is on the stream archive. It's part 2 for the last time, probably, I think is what I named it. So we were having some issues at that time with the stream. It seems like we've gotten it fixed, though. I did some new cabling and put some new stuff in for it, so I think we're all good. Hopefully... I noticed that of my streams also, 3 of the 4 streams I had were only in 720p, which I think is okay. This game is not exactly the high definition game, but one of them happened to be in 1080p, and despite the fact it was stuttering, I didn't actually downscale it because I didn't believe that was the problem, and I don't think it was. And so now I'm hoping that this one's coming across in 1080p 60, so at least if it is... fantastic. I don't think I have a scaled resolution. If not, let me know. But I think it's looking pretty good on my side. But the little window I have to watch it, over here on the side is, not really big enough to be able to tell the difference between 1080 and 720. So it's in 1080 on the big screen I'm playing it on, but only probably in 1080 or 720 on the littler screen. I'll see at the end of this. But anyway, I hope it looks good. I hope it sounds good. And I hope your day is good as well. All right. This is the only instance. I thought this was a super cool idea. It's the only instance where Mumbo's not actually in a Mumbo skull. He's in this little thing here, which I think is great. I thought this was such a cool idea. But... come on, Ghost. Ghost, come on. Come on, Ghost. Thank you. I'm just going through so many feathers. And so what we actually have to do in this is start pumping water. I gotta remember which one it's in. Do I have to remember which one it's in? Do I have to? No. It's. I think one of them's broken. I don't know. It has eggs. Am I? What am I doing? I remember. Oh, it's in the. You know what? You know what? I know exactly what it is. It's in the big center, accentuated and embellished one. I was thinking of the barrels. Don't make fun of me, please. Okay. And then we can't get out until we're a pumpkin again. But we don't have to go back to Mad Monster Mansion to unpumpkinize, so to speak. Okay, well, I've never had I think it was, I can't remember if it was video games for fun, or I don't give a thumb. I can't remember. I think it was Vidi who said something about because he said something about pumpkin soup or pumpkin soup stew. I've never had that. It sounds really good. I like pumpkin, but I don't really know what that would taste like, honestly. Except for it sounds like it'd be good. But I wouldn't want. I mean, look at this. This is adorable. If I could saw a little pumpkin with a little pair of pants and backpack, a little pair, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna let it roam or keep it as a pet. I mean, pumpkins don't really stay for very long, so you know. I try to make it as comfortable as possible. Okay, there is also a chance right here in just a second. I'm going to go to get the Cheeto stuff too. I've already gotten one. There are 3 total Cheeto encounters. I'm going to take this as slowly as I can, but there is a chance, there's a possibility that I'll fall into the lava, which is an instant death. And that is, I don't have the brightness up terribly high on my screen, so anytime that lava's not glowing, I can't really see the path very well. And so I'm taking it pretty slow. Also, the path gets really narrow. And it seems like, I don't think there's lag necessarily, but it does seem like that my, the banjo and Kazooie they don't seem to stop. And there we go. They don't seem to stop exactly when I let go of my thumbstick, so... Alright. And here's Cheeto number 2. And he already knows we're a Baron Bird. Grunty does not burn Cheeto, but in the second one she does... Red feathers, okay. I think the last one's gold feathers. Oops. She does not burn Cheeto, but she absolutely does some damage to him. He is, in Banjo-Tooie, he's pretty tattered. He gets pretty torn up, so... We're not actually using any of the cheats, just because... Kind of a loaded gun, so... I'm going to not use cheats. I'll use whatever. I mean, I know that the game, so the dominant strategy or whatever says that you use whatever the game gives you, and the game did give me those cheats, but those cheats still count as cheats that have a limit, so that if you use too many of them, you would, in the original one, you'd get the cartridge, or your saves on the cartridge deleted, and it doesn't work that way with the Xbox version, but at the same time, something feels dirty about it, especially knowing that I can pass it without. Alright, we'll just jump. That's fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're back on pace. I was trying to figure out... That's okay. That's actually going to save me a trip to going back into Mumbo and having to retransform. It's actually much faster to just let its magic run out whenever you can. Although I don't understand why you could go almost infinitely one direction and incredibly finitely the other direction. Okay. Or in incredible finite fashion, so. Alright. So now we're going to start going into Rusty Bucket Bay. That was the first switch we needed for a series of water level switches. Technically we need 3 of those, but we only need 2 of them to get into the world. Well, we don't even need 2 to get in the world. We need a puzzle, but we're going to need 2 to get to the puzzle that we have to solve, and then we're going to find a witch switch inside, which we're going to need a 3rd one for, and that 3rd one is timed. It only raises the water level 4. See, now we're underwater, where normally we would have been above. There's a 3rd area where we're going to want to raise the water level to get the Witch Switch overworld jiggy, so to speak. And, yeah, it'll be... This is my least... it's not my least favorite, I wouldn't say. I think Clinker's Cavern's probably my least favorite world. I think this one's great, and this one actually has... what I love the music for it. It's just great, but I do feel like that this is probably the one that I am the worst at. So, I gotta remember how to get over there. You can't grip grab here, so that's grip grab. Banjo can do grip grab, so I'm gonna have to go. In the second one, he can do grip grab. He can actually grab onto the side of ledges only when he's by himself, which means he can't jump quite as high as he normally would. That's fine. That move does come in handy, but you realize when playing the first one how much you miss it. Here we go. There's our second water switch. He's going to raise the level again for me. And now we have access to that blue cave over there. But yeah. I'm going to try really hard not to make this look really stupid. I'm probably not going to succeed, but I'm going to try. There's a lot riding on it, too. When I say, oh, I go through this game, it's, you know, when I say, oh, I go through this game every year, oh, I do 100% every year, everybody kind of expects it's like, oh, you're really good at this. And then I'm like, well, yeah, I guess that would be the inference, but no, not really. I mean, I enjoy it enough that I want to go through it 100%. So, not bragging on any sort of, like, mad skills or anything. I'm just, okay. That was worthless. I didn't realize, though, that is kind of neat. I don't think I've done that before, but that's where the puzzle for Bubble Group Swamp was. Or no, Mad Monster Mansion was. Okay, we'll just go in here. And solve probably the most hidden puzzle we've so far solved. My apologies if you hear me kind of munch on something or drinking something. I needed something on my stomach. I was feeling a little rough, so I needed something on my stomach, and so that helps a little bit. Feels nice. Okay. All right, so whoop. I'm gonna wake this guy up real quick. I forgot about him. I think this is the brown, like copperish looking one, because there's two kind of... No, it's not. It's a blue one. Okay, well. That's okay. That actually saves me some... Excuse me. No, you know what the copper one is? The copper one's over by... The copper one is actually over by where Click Clock Woods is. I am not... By the way, I'm not the most socially... I only just started social networking fairly recently. I did it to meet other streamers and gamers and people that could help me kind of learn how to do really cool stuff. I've met some really great people on this, by the way. I hope that they'll give that I can mention them. But I met heaps of games, by the way. So super great. Learned a lot of stuff. I forgot about TNT boxes. Dang it. Heaps of games, which is pretty great. I don't give a thumb. Very great. You know, all these are great people. Video games for fun. Just yesterday, in fact, was able to connect with through a stream with Ace Omega Ace Gaming. I apologize. It's only been kind of the first. I think it's Ace Omega, but anyway, some really great people in the community. So if anybody does watch this this video, excuse me, if anybody does watch this video after the fact on the stream archives, I highly encourage you to give those guys a look on YouTube, as well as on YouTube on their video content as well as their streams. They are very fun to watch, very interactive, and they just seem like really great people. So I've actually enjoyed getting to interact with people that kind of share the similar interests through the medium of video games and streaming. So. Okay, so this is the tricky part. I say this is the tricky part. These are all tricky parts. There's a, I think it's in this one, there's kind of a mini boss fight. I could be wrong. I want to, that actually may be Grunny Industries that I'm thinking of from the second one. It's a box. But, in this, firstly, the lifesavers are evil, which is kind of a paradox. Only some of the portholes can be broken out. And they are slightly... It took me forever, as I was younger, to figure that out. I'm actually curious. Some of these portholes are evil. That one's not one of them. This one is, then. Yep. I've never tried. Okay, no, so you can't actually kill the portholes, which makes sense. Which makes perfect sense. There's also not a Mumbo transformation, so any Mumbo skulls we get here kind of gives us a surplus. We'll start let's just to keep this easy and organized as I can. We'll start with on the boat in the front, and then we'll move towards the back and start doing all of the stuff outside of the boat afterwards. It gets kind of difficult to keep track of things here. No thank you. No thank you. I'm going to use this though. These ovens are actually hot, so I'm going to use it to grab that Mumbo skull real quick. And also the stove is hot. But apparently the knife is just fine. We can run right over the knife. It's not too sharp. Whoops! Also to I Don't Give a Thumb, who has gotten the opportunity or has joined me for a stream or two, I want to say that I hope that you get to feeling better soon, bud. I hope that you get to feeling better soon. It's, you know, it's tough when you don't feel well enough to even be able to stream and do stuff that you love, and so... definitely my best wishes to you. Excuse me, my best wishes to you. Alright, so... the front. And then this is timed, actually, so we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. It's not too hard, I guess. It is timed, but it's not that bad, I guess. So we'll just... let me make sure I know where the ladder is, because I'm about to... yeah, it's okay. It's on the right side, so I'm going to just go ahead and use this little cheat. And let's go and get the notes. Now, I've explained it in the previous videos. I continue to explain it for anybody who happens to watch this one as their first one, by whether that be by chance, by mistake, or by preference, or anybody that comes in. There we go. That this is a 100% run, which requires... whoops. Which requires a few things. Firstly, whoops. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't realize it was only 16 seconds. I'm gonna try this again. Yeah, I know what it does. That's fine. Okay, I need to be able to move though, I think. You have to excuse me. I'm gonna sneeze real quick. Okay, maybe not. Never mind, sorry about that. Didn't want to sneeze right into the microphone, but I lost it, so. So 100% run requires a few things. It does not require every red feather or every blue egg or anything like that. Come on, get up. There we go. I didn't know how quickly the box was going to come down, so I just decided to go ahead and drop all the way and take the damage. So the oh, I guess I should, well, I'm not gonna do toll bridge. I can do toll bridges, and well, probably should do toll bridges as I go, shouldn't I? Okay, I'll do that. We'll have easy access to knowing whether a toll bridge is or isn't hasn't been done, because the toll bridge will be out unless one or two of them I think have a timer on them. But we'll go ahead and do the toll bridges. I should have done it while I was over there just before jumping back up this thing, but I didn't think about it, so. But yeah, so 100% is collecting all of the jiggies, which are the jigsaw puzzle pieces. Just go ahead and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is straight bridge. Oh, by the way, some of these bridges suck. So this one's not one of them. This one's okay. It's just straight across this way. Decently narrow, but not ridiculously so. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, though. Oh, never mind, I'm fine. Yeah, we're good. Okay. it's 100%. Sorry, it's 10 jiggies per world, including 10 jiggies in the overworld. That makes for a total of 100 jiggies. It's 100 notes per every world. There are not any notes in the overworld, so that only leads to 900 notes. And then it's 2 honeycomb per world, which I also don't believe the overworld has. And so I think that's a total of 18 empty honeycombs. Empty honeycombs basically will give you an extra full honeycomb or extra life to lose. So these little honeycombs you've been seeing me lose whenever I fall and take damage, I'll essentially get another one of those. I also don't remember the code for this. I think it was 312. I don't remember, but we'll see it. We'll see it on the wall here in a minute. But it's not too big of a deal. Alright, so for now, I'm going to go ahead, since I can't remember the code, I'm going to go ahead and work my way up the first steam pipe. One of these steam pipes actually has a jiggy on it. And that's where we're going to get the second jiggy. And we're already a quarter of the way through the note. So there's some level, like, it feels like I make quick progress on it. But then there are a select couple of jiggies that are timed and very difficult in this one. So the two that I'm talking about, for people who have played this game before, I'm going to get these notes, there is one in there are 2 fans, little fan/engines at the back of the boat, which are spinning, and you can't just swim into those. Okay, so this one's the jiggy. You can't just swim into those, which kind of sucks. And so, because you can't swim into those, you have to turn them off inside, swim outside in water that takes double oxygen. And I didn't see him. I'm dead. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, that's alright. That's okay. We have 2 lives. We're fine. Alright, let's go ahead and go. So, the stuff that I've already done won't... In the old one, this was a little interesting, but in the old one, I made mention of this. If you died, all of the notes you had, the game cartridge or whatever held the memory, didn't have enough memory. It didn't have enough memory to hold on to what notes you had picked up. So you actually had to go and pick up all the notes again. In the Xbox 360/Xbox One versions, that's not the case. You can just start back where you left off, thank goodness. So, okay. I don't really need that Mumbo Skull, so I'll leave it. I may have to go back up there for something else that I've forgotten about, but for now, I think we're okay. I did jump down the porthole. I didn't jump into the window here. I need the notes. There's a jiggy, and also there's some stop and swap. There was supposed to have been a stop and swap, which is that fanfare again, which doesn't exist. Or it exists. Whoops. There we go. Okay, what does that give us? 3 jiggies already? 4 jiggies? Gotta hope it's 4. It's 3. Okay, well, that's fine. Go and get our feathers. Take out these. Okay, cool. This is a nice... The inside of this is like one of the rooms that makes the ship look really... Outside it looks really rough, but inside, not so bad. I am not a... what I was saying, I'm not a social network guy, but I did see a TikTok with somebody who put this song in it, and it cracked me up just because I knew where the song came from and did not really fit with what the guy was doing. Pretty funny. I don't have any idea why the guy made it, or if he was even a Banjo-Kazooie fan. I just feel like that... oops. There we go. I just feel like it was funny. Now here's my thing. Like, this boat's inside of an overworld. Where is it actually going? Like... It's still, I mean, I know magic and all that, right? But, like, it's still within the confines of a mountain, technically. Right? Okay, so one of the, I guess I gotta make mention of this. I don't know, I know where the notes are, most of the notes are, and I know where most of the jiggies are. I don't remember off the top of my head where all of the honeycomb pieces are, the 2 that I need from here, but I don't feel like it's gonna be super hard to find. I don't feel like that I remember. One of them's in that water. It's got to be. I think one of them's actually in one of those sheds. We'll look in a minute, but this porthole's not evil. Yeah, right. And that's fine. Was quick on the draw there, not intentionally, but I'm gonna act like it was on purpose because if it hadn't have been, I wouldn't have made it. Actually, these red feathers will come in handy too. Shoot. Okay. There we go. Uh-oh. These are little baby ones, though, compared to the ones in... Yeah, I mean, they're in much harder areas to maneuver, but, you know. Well, that was... What are the odds of that? What are the odds of just jumping straight down onto some TNT? My goodness. Okay. And I have fun doing this. I have fun doing these little... Just playing Banjo-Kazooie, just doing these little streams. I have a lot of fun with it. It's content, yes, but it doesn't feel... I'm not doing it for content's sake. Like, I'm actually sitting here and enjoying getting to play this. This is just... it's so much fun. Oh, I forget you got these little guys. There we go. Very inconsistent. I want to make sure that... oh, wait, that's inside the... I gotta wait. I'm gonna 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 wait. It's dangerous. Probably should get it out of the way, though, shouldn't I? Alright, well, okay, we'll wait. I'll do everything else on the boat, and then I'll do that. Is that fair? Fair. Okay, thank you. So, well, I guess I'll go ahead and get the witch switch real quick. Get that knocked out. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to use the little cheat again. Oh, that was cool. I've never grabbed onto a ladder in that, so that actually had a really smooth-looking little transition from one to the other. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get all of them, and then I'm going to go inside the boat. That's where things start to get kind of tough. The other thing I was talking about, I said that there was one in the propeller. The other one that was difficult is there are a lot of platforms, a lot of moving platforms inside, which are... Some of them are scary narrow, and most of them are rotating and moving, and there was some lag there, and I promise that was actually not the stream, that was the game. I have no idea why. Playing this on the Xbox One X, it shouldn't have that, but, you know, who knows. Let's creep on. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know, I kind of like the descending notes there. Very nice. Okay. So now I'm going to just drop that TNT down. I still feel like that there's a box fight down there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I remember that there's definitely... So Banjo-Tooie did a lot of things differently than Banjo-Kazooie. Firstly, it interlaced... Let's do this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? It interlaced a lot of... This is one of those bridges that sucks. Uber narrow. Like, who's going to benefit from this? I mean, yeah, it's better than nothing, but... Barely. Who built this? They did a lot of different things in Banjo-Tooie. They interlaced a lot of the levels so that it was actually impossible to get all of the jiggies without going to the next world before you had finished the previous world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one also sucks, but it's better. It's over there even. Hold on. What's over there? Oh, it's a Jinjo. God dang it. Okay, well. I have to get all the Jinjos to get one of the Jiggies. There are 5 Jinjos per world. What am I going to do? Okay, what's over here? There's just a bunch of boxes, right? I said I wasn't going to do everything... okay, I said I wasn't going to do things off the boat yet. I'm not going to do things off the boat yet. I'm gonna stay true to my word here. Okay. But so they did it in Banjo-Tooie. You had to go to... You couldn't just stay on World 1. You had to go to World 1, and then World 1 would have a Jiggy that you could get, but you had to have learned... In order to get it, you had to learn a move from World 2, or you had to actually go into World 2 to... for example, I think World 1 is the Mayhem Temple, I believe. And then you have World 2, which is Glitter Gulch Mine. I think there is a box fight here. I'm just going to collect some eggs here. I don't think I ever use them for this. I think I just do the beak. Okay, that's whatever. Boss Boom Box. Okay. All I have to do is hit him a few times, and he'll split into 2 slightly smaller boxes. I have to hit each of them half the amount of times. And he'll split into 2 smaller boxes. which will then split into 2 small boxes, which only have to be hit once apiece. They're faster, so I'm going to try and not make too many small boxes before I can handle it. This actually works really well. Okay. Well, maybe not. Eggs aren't doing quite the damage that the beak bomb was. We'll just go ahead and do that. Because it's decently easy, I guess. I never realized that does so much more damage than the eggs. So that's okay. I get the jiggy, but still, I never realized that. I never paid it. It does more damage than the roll. I know that there's a point where you have to hit the gorillas more than once, but I didn't realize that it could be affected by the move that I was using to take down the gorillas that I was, taking down. So, all right, let's go ahead and replenish the egg stocks here. Nice. Okay, that was easier than I remembered. Cool. So anyway, continue with what I said. In the first world of the second game, you have Mayhem Temple, and the Mayhem Temple has like this jail in one part of it, and in that jail, you have to learn you have to get this. I think her name is. I can't remember her name. She's a little like minor rat. And you have to break her out of jail by taking the boulder and drilling the boulder out of the way. But you don't learn the drill move until the second game. I mean, until the second, excuse me, you don't learn it until the second world. And then the second world, it's a whole lot of back and forth. But if you try to go to the second world and get the move, you then have to go back to the first world to let her out. Even though the 2 worlds are connected in that tunnel. Okay, so we're going to make things a little easier for ourselves. And slow the fans down. Doesn't make it a guarantee that we're going to do well on this, but it does make it easier. And that other fan switch in there is a timed switch, which will actually stop the fans. For now, we'll just do that. And actually, if we don't actually slow the fans down at very first, it's a pretty kind of a bugger because you end up having to go back. Because I think it just slows the fans down. All right, so now we have to do the part that I have dreaded, which is the most difficult part on the boat. Make sure I went in all the portholes and stuff, I guess. I know I'm prolonging the inevitable, but I'm excited to. I'm not excited, excuse me, to go into the middle of the boat. Can't do anything with those. Did I already go into this one? I'm pretty sure I did. I think this is where that stop and swap egg was supposed to be. You can only get the stop and swap eggs once, by the way. Once you've gotten them... Nope, I have been in here, though. Once you've gotten the stop and swap eggs, then no more. Doesn't happen anymore. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. See what we got here. See what we got going. All right, yeah, I think we're to that point. I don't want to be, but I think we are. All right, wait. We're gonna look. More portholes to crack. The portholes that you can crack, or the windows that you can crack, are more prominent. They're more silver, less kind of gray. So that's the only way you can tell. It stands out just a smidge more. Same situation. Normally they want you to climb a bunch of ladders down, but you don't have to do that. You can just literally do that right there. Also, I do remember this is one of... Whoops. Come on. One of the honeycombs. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so that's one of them. I think the second one is on top of a box in one of the sheds, but I'm not positive. This platform right here will actually rotate. I'm going to go ahead and get the Mumbo Skull. And then these rotate, and you actually have to flip-flap on them. That actually went really well, so I'm not too upset about that. Okay, come on, buddy. Okay, that's fine. And these things spin, and they spin really fast. The idea is to wait for them to stop spinning. And then you have to jump over and get your notes. I don't have to get that Mumbo Skull. In all honesty, I don't think I'm going to. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. But I do have to get all of the notes. So I'm going to start here. I am going to come back over to this side. I should have started on the other side. I am going to come back over here to this side, and I'll show you why in a minute. But like, if you fall right here, if you fall down, that's one life gone. That's not one honeycomb gone. That's one entire life gone. You're dead. Okay, so we do this. Run back over. These don't stop very fast. I mean, these don't stop for very long, rather. So we're just going to grab these other 4 notes. And the reason that I'm not getting there are 2 Mumbo Skulls. The reason I'm not getting the Mumbo Skulls is I'm pretty sure I have enough. But even if I don't, let's see how many do I have. Let's just take a quick peek. We have 18. I think we need 25 actually for the last one. But I feel like that there's plenty that we can get in the next world, in Click Clock Woods. And then on this one, I have to flip-flap. And the problem with my flip-flap is I'm not always really all that great with it. On the other one, all I have to do is jump over the gap. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. Kind of stop, go, and then it's going to start going again. That was actually as flat as it's needed to be. You can also do the bird legs, specifically the Talon Trot, but it does sometimes end up being slippery, and I say that Talon Trot specifically meant to go up steep slopes, but somehow it does end up being slippery sometimes. We're going to let these rotate real quick, and then it'll pause like that, and then all I have to do is run across like this, and I'm good, okay? I can slam on that switch. Okay, and then we're at half speed there. So, we're good on that. And then I'm hoping that slows down pretty well. This is the part that, this is one of the parts that gets a little hectic. Because if it slows down well enough, then I don't have to worry about it. But even if it's not even if it's not perfectly slowed down, the problem that you run into is these things still have collision articles in them. They can just knock you right off and right back to your death, yet again. So this is a chance to death warp. And I don't have a lot of lives to do it with, so I may do it, but I may not. We'll see. You can't death warp you can't out death warp the fan though, I've noticed, and so that's kind of a bummer. So luckily this thing doesn't rotate, so we just run across it like normal. And we're gonna wait for the next cycle on that, just because I don't feel comfortable about it. Safe driver and all that, right? And then, okay, there's a 1-up. That's fine. That makes me feel a little bit better. And then we hit this and we have a timer, and this really sucks. We're going to do it anyway. So slam on it, and it stops the blades entirely. For 65 seconds. And so I'll show you what I have to do. I do this. I'm going to flip-flap. I'm going to go ahead and jump off. It does stop this, thankfully. It does not stop every frickin' thing else. Like that right there. Even though it looked like it did. We're gonna run and try to make it in about 30 seconds or so. And the flip-flap one did slow me down a little bit. I don't think it slowed me down enough to make a huge difference, but it did slow me down. I don't want to come and do this again. So if I have trouble with it, I'm going to probably just try to do the propeller again. But for now, I'm going to run to the back of the boat. And I'm just going to dive. Oh, and it started right when I did it. Oh, I didn't want to do that again. I did not want to do that again. Okay, I'm going to try. I wonder if I can cheese it and death warp. I didn't want to do that again. I did not want to do that again. Okay. So I'm going to try and... I don't know if I can actually death warp. I don't know if I can death warp it. I don't want to risk the life yet to do it, so I'm gonna not death warp it. I'm gonna try one more time. You can't cheese the you can't whoop. Okay, sorry. You can't cheese the there we go. The propellers. Once they're in motion, that's an instant death. I was gonna say permadeath. That's an instant death. But if I could cheese the timer and just death warp right out of here. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I make it. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Nope, not gonna make it. Slam. Okay. Well, no, I definitely don't want to death warp. Son of a gun, though. Okay. This is where I say my worst world. I said it. I prefaced this stream with that. That this was my worst world. I'm sticking by it. There's a lot of things that make it difficult, but this is my least favorite. This is my absolute least favorite Jiggy to get in the entire game. Over the Clanker's Cavern one down there by the... Because at least there you're still, like, getting air and such. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. What I think I'm going to do... What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and do the flip-flap one on the way there. And the jump one on the way back. Just to save myself maybe 2 seconds. There's no rush up there. There's no rush to the switch. There's just a rush from the switch to the propeller. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this. Okay. Flip, flap, and then jump. I do have an extra life that I can get, so that helps. But I do think if I try to die in here, if I try to death warp, I think that the timer stops. I think the timer starts over. It assumes that it took me 4.5 minutes to, reconstitute or recompose or whatever, so... I'm not entirely sure exactly how it works, but I don't think it'll let me cheese it, so I'm not going to run that risk and lose a life for it, even though I have an infinite stream now of lives. Is it really going to... Oh, hold on. Is it really going to make me go back in and hit that switch again? It sure is. Oh my goodness. Okay, really? Come on, game. Can I? Nope. Nope, can't do it. Okay. Well, son of a gun. I didn't know that was going to happen either. So, flip flap. And then just flutter. At least I'll have one of the At least I'll have one of the there we go. At least I'll have one of the switches already hit, because I don't think those switches go back up. I think it's only after you've hit both switches. But I do think that that's a little silly that it makes the outside fan switch go back. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but... See, that's what I'm saying. So we're not actually going to come... we're actually not going to... Excuse me, goodness. We're not going to come away with anything more than we would in any other level. We're going to get 100 notes, we're going to get 2 empty honeycombs, 5 genjos, 10 jiggies. That's the exact same that we've come away with any level from. But the penalties for this are just so much more drastic. You have to go through and, re-hit switches, and you have to, swim in water that takes most of your air, or air more quickly, and frustrating. Okay, here we go. I know you. I know it's you. I'm watching. You got 4 teeth, and they look very sharp. Thank you. Get in the hole. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't actually go in this. I'm glad I did. I don't guess it matters all that much, but I'm at least happy that I did realize that I had missed this. Oh, and we see this is a neat little eye wink right there, but there's Conker. I think that's a little unusual. I don't know why Conker would be there, but who knows? Maybe Barry was in the Maybe Barry was in the Navy? I don't know. Maybe that was the deal. Maybe Barry was in the Navy and she wanted to, here we go. 312111. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and use that then real quick. That's that puzzle we were talking about earlier. 312 111. Okay. It's a nice little easy puzzle then now that we've seen it on the wall. So 3 1 2 1 1 and 1. All right. Very nice. Okay, cool. All right, so that doesn't give us the hard jiggy. That probably gives us the easiest jiggy in this whole thing. It's a little bit of a shame, but that's okay. All right. Okay, I gotta figure out, where did I go? I know, I remember where I went. I remember where it was. It was back here. Okay, so we have to go in the not evil porthole back here. Turn the fans so that they'll slow down. Whoops. There we go. Turn the fans so that they'll slow down. I have absolutely no idea why we have to do this part again. And we can't... I wish we could just break... There is a way, I've seen it before, but I don't know how to execute it faithfully. There is a way to clip in through one of the windows and actually hit that switch from the other side. Either hit the switch from the other side of the window or actually clip... I can't remember if it was to hit the switch from the other side of the window or if it was to actually clip into the window and then end up in that part of the world. But one of those two things happens. And so, can happen. I just don't have the ability to reliably make that happen. I'm gonna just... Boom! Down we go. Alright. Come on. Alright, here's the... This is the... Here we go back to this ridiculous... I like it when I'm on top of the gears. It makes me feel better that I'm not going to get caught in the middle of them. I guess... It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense to go this way, doesn't it? It makes sense to go in this direction. I think. I think I could, because I think waiting for the fan... I think waiting for the fan would take longer than waiting for the things to spin. Maybe I'm wrong, actually, and maybe that's the idea. No, it would, because I can just do this now. And then, now the propellers stop, but so does the platforms should stop right as well. Ah, sheesh, but it moved my camera, so I'm not comfortable with it. I lost a lot of time just having to wait for that, didn't I? We'll see. We'll see if it's enough. Okay. Okay, so we know we're making... I think I have about a 4-second surplus from the last time. Last time I was literally 1 second away. And I did kill this guy already, so that's not going to slow me down. I think I can just go straight into Talon Trot, maybe? There's no hold to navigate around, so I can just kind of run straight for it. I think I've got enough time to do it this time, so long as my swimming is decently accurate. Okay. Okay, are the propellers going to stop, or do I have to die? Guess I have to die. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because it kept it in my inventory, right? I want to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it kept it in my inventory. 72 notes, whatever. Yeah, kept it in my inventory, so perfectly. Perfect. Okay. So, I don't have to do that again, thank goodness. I thought after you got the Jiggy, the propellers stopped permanently. I do know... I do remember there is one other thing, frustrating thing, and it's down here in the water. I think it's down here. There is a Genjo that I have to go collect, and no way up for air. And like I said, you only get 30 seconds instead of a minute, so swimming is twice as hectic because it's half as it's half as good. But I don't have to do that anymore. Also, oh no, I forgot, there's the dolphin. He's trapped. I don't remember how to help him. I do remember how to help him. I have to swim in the water again, though. Okay, that's all right. It's worth helping a dolphin. It's worth helping something with something that needs our help. All right, here we go. Simple enough. I'm passing up a lot of Mumbo skulls, I'm realizing, but I think it's okay. Okay. Let's do... There's a Genjo there. I want to say Snacker pops up around here somewhere, too. And I'm sitting here going, why can you breathe the polluted water, but for some reason I can't? Okay, so here's my idea. Here's my idea. I'm going to try and do this as best as I possibly can. I'm going to try and break the window out on this. Only the clear windows can be broken. Okay, now that the clear windows are broken, I have to remember what's in here. The one up there. There's something down here that's shiny as well, though. We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Jiggy that's up here, real quick. That gives me 8. And I believe 9 and 10 are gotten through, 9 is gotten through getting the 5 Genjos, and then 10 has gotten through helping that dolphin down there that I haven't helped just yet. But I need to remember where the honeycomb was, which I feel like it's in here. Oh, whoop, well. You also, I forgot to mention, you also lose air even when you're above water. Oops. That's fine. You lose air when you're above water as well. But you lose it, I believe when you're above water, you lose air at a normal rate. Get above water, though. Yeah, I believe you lose it at a normal rate. So you lose it at 60 seconds versus 30 seconds. Which I'm a little okay with, but it does mean you can't come up, what that does mean is you can't come up for air. Son of a gun. So, I mean, you can come up for air, but you can't come up for air while you're in the water. Once you're down there, until your feet touch land, no air, no oxygen. So, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but, you know, I'll give it to him. All right, can I flip-flap up there? No? What there's some way to get up there, right? Wish I also had more control of the camera. I can't actually turn the camera from here. It's just... Let me look around. Let's see. Because I think... Yeah, that's just where I came in from. But I'm not getting back out that way. I have to actually swim back out through the door. How do I get up? How do I get up there? Oh... Okay, I got you. That makes sense. I just come over here. And I can... flip-flap over. And then I can glide over here. Kill this guy. Okay, this makes a little bit more sense. And I'll feel a little bit better with an additional life. That'll give me a total of 3. Because they do count 0. And I'm going to go as far out here as I possibly can. And that's how I'm going to get out. Now, you can halt, just as a side note, you can halt how much air you lose. Slightly. You can hold how much air you lose slightly by jumping. Yep, there's Snacker. Our friend from Treasure Trove Cove. But now we're not losing air anymore. Snacker will disappear. You can also kill Snacker. I didn't demonstrate that, but you can kill Snacker in any of the worlds he's in, which are just 2. You can actually... Okay, cool. You can actually kill him and he'll give you 3 honeycomb for it. We're going to help this little dolphin. because you hear his little cries, and it's so sad. I do believe we're still in nasty water here. Yeah, we are. Okay. So, I think there's an area where this actually goes from being nasty water to not nasty water. I also feel like, and I could be wrong about this, if anybody happens to know, please let me know. I feel like you get air back much more slowly than you normally would. I feel like it waits Whoops. I feel like it waits a longer period of time to give you your air bubbles back than it does when you're coming out of fresh water. So maybe I'm wrong, but being under frozen water also took your air bubbles twice as fast. You're welcome. I found this earlier. It's yours. Aw. If only you would have done me a favor and actually put it on like land or something. That would have been nice. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna complain. You were in a predicament. Also, there's no bonus points, but just side note, if you're curious as to, oh, why isn't he getting the okay, let's do this. Why isn't he getting the what was I saying? Okay, I need to make it back above water so I can stop losing. So instead of, there we go. I'll still lose air, but I won't, there we go. There we go, I made it. That's no big deal. Okay, cool. And then also gave me a Genjo, so we're 1 of 5 in the Genjos. That's all we really need in terms of... That's really all we're missing. Whoops, I gotta... I'm gonna slide. Right back into the water. Knew that was gonna happen. Didn't do anything to prevent it. Okay. Let's try this again. This time we'll use the Talon Trot like we were meant to. Cool. Okay. So this is the part where I kind of sit there and wonder where everything is that I haven't gotten. I know that I'm missing a few notes. I'm missing 15 notes. That's not a big deal. 4 Genjos. I know where most of those are. It's that one honeycomb I'm really wondering about. Can't remember where it is in this, but I will find it. I'm not wandering aimlessly at the moment, so that's okay. So here's Genjo number 2. I remember when I was first playing this, I remember wanting the different yellow barrel to do something special. I didn't realize it was toxic waste, or otherwise I would realize that the special thing it probably does is blow up. It doesn't actually do that in this game. I don't remember the... Whoops, well, that's just acid. It's okay. It's no big deal. Grunty seems like the kind of person that would dump toxic waste in water, doesn't she? Goodness. It's okay, fine. It's fine. It was just my fur. I'm missing fur on my hands and feet. Alright, come at me, Scrub Lord. There we go. Alright, so... Let's see if... did this one... Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. All of my, my tolls... 4. All of my toll bridges went back in that had, that came in before I did that, ridiculously tough jiggy, so... I lost those. One of these toll bridges, I know one of these is a timed toll bridge. It's not this one. But I'm almost positive one of these is timed. I'm not sure. Ah, forgot about this. Okay, well, there's some notes. So I said I knew where the notes were. I didn't honestly remember this little thing being open. Happy it is. Puts me really close to note totals here. When you have a fixed camera, one of the biggest things, I'm bad at it because I'm pretty sure they don't do that. I mean, the developers were smart. But I feel like that sometimes when the camera's fixed, the camera doesn't hit some of the corners. No, that was... The camera doesn't hit some of the corners, and so I check every corner, and 9 times out of 10, there's nothing in them. But I did the same thing with Devil May Cry. And that's not even a collect-a-thon game. That's just a game where you beat things up. So it tells you how dedicated I am to the cause. Alright, so that's almost all the notes. Like I said, we're still missing 3 Genjos and a honeycomb piece. Not a tremendous amount left in this world, thank goodness. This is my least good. World I'm least good at. Come on. You guys, I'll just. Well, that was off. Whoops. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Well, I don't remember that at all. All right. Well, thank you. It'd be nice if you went in and randomly did a task, and then somebody throws you a trophy. It's like, hey, you first person to come in here and do. I had to go do the groceries, go shop for groceries, and then it's like, ding, you did it. I think I would feel a little bit underwhelmed though if that happened to me for, you know, blowing up a bunch of TNT and not dying. I think I would be a little bit like, a little more than a trophy, maybe a paycheck. Thank you. So. But you know, who knows? That's maybe that's wanting a little too much. Oh, well, I don't. There's a Jinjo in here. I hear him. Come on, come on. Oh, well, okay, well. I asked him to come at me. He did. Honestly, he was the better man for it. Okay, I need to figure out where the. So I have a little trouble with this fixed camera in here because I'm getting a little spoiled. The Xbox One version of this, the camera can move for the most part. The 64 version, you just had to deal with what you had to deal with, but in this one, it seems like that I can move the camera most of the time. And I have a little bit of problem. I have a little bit of trouble. What's in down here? Is there anything? No. I have a little bit of trouble whenever the camera goes back into a fixed. There's another Mumbo Skull. Goes back into fixed mode. A little spoiled, but that's okay. Wait, no, that's not right. There's a Jinjo in there. What did I miss? He's over here, isn't he? Oh, no, he can't be because that's... He's over here. There we go. Okay, so we got all the notes. We're not worried about those. But where in the world is that blasted honeycomb? We've been in all these guys. Wait. Okay, that didn't... Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and work our way back onto the boat. Which I'm going to have to go actually back to this crane to do because the toll bridge is out over on the other side. The one I also paid for that one before I had that awful and dumb death. So I'm going to have to work my way back up the crane instead. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay. Goodness, my earpiece was coming loose. Alright, so I appreciate for anybody who has endured my going through this very ridiculously difficult world and failing in some instances. I appreciate for anybody who has gone through or watched any of this, as despite the fact that I enjoy it, I understand that it's probably painful, especially if you've played this game and are a fan of this. Whoops. Use that trick so I don't get hurt. There we go. Especially if you're a fan of this game and have enjoyed this game or know anything about it, and you're sitting there going, oh, this is painful. There are very few games that I can run through reliably, and in terms of 100%, and this is one of the kind of blurs the line a little bit, that kind of, I can do it 100%, but at the same time, it's not, I don't remember everything perfectly. When it comes to ones that I did a run-through on my channel of Donkey Kong Country 3. That's one I feel pretty comfortable doing a full run-through on, just because I've done that one so many times. I know where the bonus barrels are. I know what the bonus coins, where the bonus coins are. And if you look, there's some struggle, I guess. Well, there's some struggle in some instances, but it was really being more in the moment and filming it. Excuse me, capturing it. It's weird because when you're streaming and when you're capturing and when you think, people are watching or are going to be watching, it's typically, at least for me, when I have a tendency to do the worst. And it could be nerves, or I don't get really nervous with, doing stuff and letting people watch as far as games go. That sounded bad, sorry. I don't feel bad about recording stuff that people can watch me play games with, but but I do feel bad about somebody that's sitting there and watching, spending time out of their day to watch content, and then all of a sudden I spend 5.5 hours on a, goose chase for a Jinjo that was right there in front of me. But I also realize that there are people that do blind playthroughs of video games, and I'm sure they get lost as well. So I'm pretty sure I'm not completely irredeemable in that. Okay, so how did I get... I see Genjo. I see Genjo. How many do I have? Do I have 3 of them? Yeah, I have 3 of them. Okay, so I know where the other 2 are. I see orange over there, and purple is over there underneath that grate. Okay, well... I flip-flapped too early. Sorry. Oh, nope, nope. I thought it was up on the rope, and forward and up are the same thing in 3 dimensions. Okay, let's, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna use our maybe the 8th, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this toll bridge that's the timed one anyway. Okay. For anybody who's watching, remember if you want to kind of cheese the game a little bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you decide you want to cheese the game a little bit, you're worried about falling from a great height or something like that, all you have to do is, yeah, I think this is the timed one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you want to cheese it a little bit, especially falling from high heights, no matter how high up you are, if you ground pound and land before, whoops, I'm gonna fall. Whoops, never mind. If you ground pound and land, if you ground pound on the ground before you land, you can fall an infinite distance, so long as, well, I mean, obviously you can't fall into a pit, that won't count. But if you fall onto hard ground or hard surface, excuse me, you can fall pretty well an infinite distance. You're gonna see me use that quite a bit, and it's just it's an exploit that the game has built in. So you just ground pound here. Normally I would take damage from that fall. I'd take about 3 honeycombs of damage. I didn't take any damage. So if anybody is looking to play this game themselves, it's not going to make the game easier for you per se, but it will make some instances of it quicker. Treasure Trove Cove specifically will be easier because you'll be able to ground pound and such. So I'm going to take a look at something really quickly, just because. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to figure out. All right, let's see. We'll just go this way. We'll work our way towards the other Genjo. Get that last slightly nerve-wracking jiggy. There we go. And then I have to figure out where the honeycomb is, but that would be the end of that. I actually have to remember. I think it's just a hole in the side of the wall down here. I think I'm gonna take a peek here, but I think it's literally just a hole in the side of the wall. I'm fairly certain, in fact, it is. Okay, so no, there's a grate there too. Oh yeah, there's a grate there, but there is a hole. Yep, it was where I thought. That having been said, oh no! I'm gonna go back and get the jiggy. We got 30 seconds, buddy. I don't want a death warp. We might have to though, because you got 30 seconds. We got 15 seconds to get to the surface, and I mean touch feet to ground. Okay, which we are not gonna. Well, that we can do it with this box, maybe. Probably why that box is there, in fact. All right, thank goodness. All right, so that's 100 notes. That's 10 jiggies. We are missing 1 honeycomb piece. But if everyone will bear with me, I will be right back. I'm going to take a short break just for a second. I'm going to take a quick break to use the facilities and all that kind of good stuff. I'll be right back, and thank you for showing up. Anyone who's showed up and watched this, thank you so much for being patient with me. I will be right back in just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little bit of issue with the music there. To switch back over, took just a excuse me, took just a brief break. Hopefully, it wasn't too terribly long. I appreciate anyone who happened to be here that was patient enough to wait for me there. And we're gonna hop back into the live scene here. There we go. Hold on me. There we go. Okay. So now we're looking for the last honeycomb. Took a little bit of a break. Feel refreshed. Feel good. A little water. You know, things that you don't think about, or I didn't at least. When you start streaming, you start talking, you start doing a lot of that. Your throat kind of dries out a little bit, and you start drinking a lot more water, and one thing leads to another, So, okay. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. May have been what... Oh, well, okay. I'm not on the inside of the cage. Well, really? Really? Is this what... This is how we die? Just let me go in. I'm not gonna mess with you. I just went in here. But actually, worked out better than I thought. Okay, so the good news is... It looks like we're actually in clean water here. Oh, you know what? Alright, this actually may have worked out really well. Did it? Yep. Yeah, it worked out actually really well. I wouldn't have seen that hole if I wouldn't have messed up. How do I get it though? How do I get to it? There's a flight pad. Okay, well that's fine then. Okay, well then that's cool. That works out really well. I don't have the honeycombs are the things that I have the most trouble. Notes are kind of intuitive. They feel like they're pretty easy to get a hold of, and that they have a kind of a like when you progress, you're gonna see them. You're gonna feel like you're getting closer to an area that you've not been to or whatever. Your notes are gonna be there basically. Jiggies are decently intuitive. I think it's usually if you see somebody in trouble, help them. And that's really nice. It's a good lesson in general. Snacker, I just wanted to give you a kiss, bud. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, we're done. We're done with Rusty Bucket Bay. Oops. We're done with Rusty Bucket Bay. I'm excited to be done with Rusty Bucket Bay. It took way too long. I got everything, but it took way too long. So that leaves us with our last world. There we go. Our last world, obviously, and the final confrontation. And it leaves us with, for people who haven't played this before, a trivia show that I may try to... I think I've said I want to try it. I think I want to stick to that. I think I want to try and do something in the trivia show. Well, that actually doesn't leave us just the trivia show. I got to do something else real quick, actually. So I need to figure out where... I got to remember where that other switch is. It's not in here. You know what? It's not. It's not in here. Not only is it not in here, I don't think it's in this room. I think it's actually in the room before. Isn't it? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna go that way. But yeah, if you haven't played this game before, there's a pretty neat trivia show. Kind of an interesting concept. Actually, honestly, a lot of people that didn't like it, I actually liked it a lot. That was a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. Here's the Jiggy. But the trivia show, what I will say, is the trivia show, they did a really cool thing. It is has like RNG to it, so that there are pieces of the trivia show that I should have been talking to Brentilda about, but I didn't want to. I'm just going to use the ones that I most remember. I don't remember what this leads to. I remember it being something. Ah, the next... Okay, that makes sense. Well, then... There we go. And so we have a nice round number of 800. We're only missing 100 notes from Clip Clock Wood. That's our last little area that we're missing from. Do I have enough gold feathers? No, I don't. But we're going to do it anyway. Well, we were going to, and then we couldn't. I think I'll just kill them with eggs. I don't have very many of those either, but I have to get through one way or the other. It takes 3 or 4 eggs per one of these, so it's not really worthwhile payback, but I do believe once you kill all of these, they don't come back. I do know for a fact, though, that there's a shortcut in here, so even if they do come back, it won't really make a difference. Isn't this nice? Isn't this refreshing? This, whoops. I think this is refreshing. You get these nice, green grasses, and we haven't seen our buddy Toro here from... Okay, well, it's an on-again, off-again friendship. But we haven't seen our buddy since the Mumbo level. We haven't seen him since the first one, so this is the Click Clock Wood stump here. But this is gonna be fun. I like this. I am gonna try what I said I was gonna do, though. I'm gonna try and cheat a little bit on the Furnace Fun, just because I wanted to try it, not because I need to, but because I want to try it. There's apparently a cheat where if you have, I have plenty of notes to open this, so we're okay. There's a point where you can actually get on the death square, answer the question wrong intentionally, and then break the whole thing. And I kind of want to see if that works or if I can do it. I've shown a couple of exploits and cheats, just not cheats really. I've shown a couple of exploits and things that you can do that you're not supposed to do. You've seen me do the ground pound. There we go. You guys have actually seen me do the ground pound, where I've fallen from ridiculous heights and survived. And you guys have also seen me do the... I get stuck? You guys have also seen me do the swimming in poison water or piranha water. So this one will be... This doesn't feel right at all. It probably is, though. Okay. Is this back where I was? Okay. That's back where I was. I gotta go all the way back to where Treasure Trove Cove is to open up Click Clock Woods any which way. Don't feel like I have to... This is odd, but I don't actually feel like I have to do Click Clock Woods in order to... I don't think I have to do Click Clock Woods in order to... The water's not up here, but it doesn't really make a difference, does it? To, Alright. Well, that was... Okay. To do the trivia is what I was going to say, but I'm going to go ahead and unlock Click Clock Woods any which way, just to save myself the trouble. It's good. It's all good. There we go. Okay. But I am kind of eager to try the trivia cheats, so if I don't get it right, if somebody knows how to do it perfectly, then that's, I definitely take advice. I don't know. I've never tried it myself. I've seen it done a couple of times. I haven't myself tried it, so... And you know what? I think I'm going back the long way. I think there was a cauldron. I can't remember where the cauldron was. But we're too late now to do it. Oh, well, what are the odds of that? Okay. I'll just do it the long way, I guess. I think I'm pretty sure, in fact, now, that the purple cauldron that I found at the very beginning is meant to lead me all the way back here. But I didn't unlock it because I wasn't thinking, so I just went the long way. But I believe this is the Click Clock Woods where the puzzle is. You're not allowed to solve it until you hit that puzzle switch, which I think is a kind of a clever way of keeping people from passing the game. The idea is you can pass the game... You can actually pass the game relatively quickly if you have the minimum amount of jiggies, but if you've been like me and you've been going and getting all the jiggies from everywhere, or even just getting all... In fact, I think what part of it is trying to get all the notes in the... Like, if you get all the notes from the first... This is what you have, 760... Well, you kind of have to have... You get pretty close to all the notes, don't you? There's only 900 notes in the whole game, so... I guess you would have to have gotten all of the notes from 7.5 of the 9 worlds. So you could... Hypothetically, I guess you could skip one whole world if you wanted to, which I think probably for most people would have been Rusty Bucket Bay. But since we're doing a 100% run, we're holding ourselves to a code of, we're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. Alright. So I need to find the purple cauldron. That's very... Because, if the... Because these guys respawn. If the other thing respawns, those little tentacle things that block your way up into the There we go. To block your way up into the world, I'm gonna have to kill all those tentacles again. I don't have enough. I have feathers for that. I don't got a lot of eggs. Times are tough, man. So I'm just gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go back in the long way, and then I'm gonna hope that I was right about the purple cauldron, which I'm pretty sure I'm right. That mine's back, isn't he? No, he's not. Okay, well, we're fine. Okay. Do these just jut out after you successfully complete the puzzle, the water puzzle or whatever? I don't. Is there more? There's something else I'm supposed to be swimming to that's about this level that I'm not remembering. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna assume that this is fine. Because there's nothing I need. There's no puzzle piece that I need in here. There's no, honeycomb I need. So, it's okay. If I need to go up to the next level, I can go up to the next. Thank goodness those things didn't respawn or I'd have been upset. I will take that, however, because I can use it. Okay. I'm pretty sure that there's a Brentilda around here, and I'm pretty sure that there's a cauldron. I'm gonna try and find the cauldron. I don't want to talk to Brentilda. Boy, you just don't... Here. You can't... I've never ever killed the bull because you don't know... The bull's normally in the Mumbo's Mountain. So generally, you don't do that, right? Let's do this. See if I can permanently... I just want to see. I've never tried this, just because I want to see. Come on, buddy. Nope, you can't take him out. You can't... Okay. You can make him sleep, but you can't take... Okay, I just wanted to see if that would work. I've never tried to do that. And so I didn't know... I know that you can... Like, the mummies you can kill and everybody else, but I don't... Okay, I'm gonna... I didn't know if you could take him out. I don't want it. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm trying to think about. Do I want to do Click Clock Wood first, or do I want to go ahead and do the trivia first and try the cheat, and then do Click Clock Wood in the fight? Because that'd give me a world and a fight at least per stream, I think. I don't know. Does anybody else have an opinion? Does anyone have an opinion on which one of those that they think I should go with, that I should do? Okay. There's a thing up there. No, it's nothing important though. It doesn't look to be, at least. Does anyone have an opinion of at all? If no one does, then that's okay. I think I might do the. I think I might go ahead and do the. I think I might go ahead and do the quiz first. Okay. I think I'm going to do the quiz first. I think that's what I want to do. There's a cauldron behind. Can I do the cauldron? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I want to, before I get way into this, because I can still warp back if I want to. My lair is done, and here he stands. For all my tricks and traps and lands. That's not true. I didn't do Click Clock Woods yet. Then I'll be... Okay. And you can completely go home with stuffed animal if you want. That's... Oh, it'd be funny if you could. It'd be funny if you got like third prize and it was like, oh, okay, well, you won this granny statue. You're like, all right, I'm gonna go back home, I guess. My sister's still in peril, but whatever. You know, I won. I tried my best, and that's what matters. Okay, so I'm going to wake up this pot. Do I have the link to him? No, I don't. Okay, I need to. I'm gonna go ahead and warp back out. I'm betting my sister's very upset at me right now, but because I just warped out. But there's a cauldron over here that I need to find, because if I fail in my death warp piece part of things, I don't know. I feel like maybe I should go ahead and do Click Clock Wood. I don't know. I feel like that's what I feel like that's the move, guys. Because I want to do this. I want to do the furnace, not Tower of Tragedy. I want to do the furnace fun, but at the same time, I'm thinking There we go, that's what I was looking for. I'm thinking that if I go ahead and just get all the notes and everything out of the way, then it's not collectibles anymore, then it's just a battle. I do anticipate that the final battle is going to take me a couple of times. The aerial parts of it, I have a really bad time where I will hit the, like, brush up against the ground, and then I'll fall all the way down to my death. So, you know, I think Click Clock wins. I think Click Clock wins. I'll go ahead and do that. But you've kind of gotten a preview. You see what Tower of Tragedy, my goodness, that's Banjo-Tooie. You see what it looks like. You see what the Furnace Fun looks like. I get a drink of water really quickly. You guys don't mind? Okay, that's kind of nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Let me get to my... There we go. Cool. All right. That's nice. Okay, so for anybody who has played this game, I think it's kind of this older games, and this is 98, 99. Older games always tended to have a gimmick. Excuse me. This one was no different. You had to, so this one is 4 seasons, but in order to do the 4 seasons, you have to, in order to do them, you have to find the switch inside of each one that unlocks a. You have to find the season. You have to find a switch that unlocks that specific season. It's basically the same land at the same time, but 4 different seasons. I say at the same time. That can't be at the same. You can't be at the same time in 4 different seasons. It's the same land. For you, it's seconds. You're going from one door to the next. But it's not really, because you're in this. Okay. You'll see what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain it. For those of you who played it, you know, but like, for example, these are really hard to get on. They're very kind of nubbly, and they're really hard to get on because they're so little. In summer, I never understood why you got that cutscene for that. In summer, in summer those will bloom. I want to throw out there as well, by the way, I see that I have some viewers, and I'm very, very happy for you guys to be here. Thank you so much. I am not, if you guys are chatting, or if anyone is chatting, I have not yet seen any chat. So let me do something real quick, just to make sure. If you're not chatting, that's perfectly okay too. I just want to make sure that there's not an issue on my side. So I'm definitely okay with if you're just coming by to watch a cool game or hang out. But if you are chatting, I'm not able to see them, so I don't want you guys to think, if you happen to be, that I'm ignoring you. Or at least I'm not seeing them at present, I'll say. All right. I can't remember exactly. This is not. I remember that this is not broken up evenly. I don't remember exactly how unevenly it's not broken up, but see? I think it's 37 notes in here. Okay, well, that's all right. No, you don't. These things frustrate me. Okay. I'm assuming that I was probably supposed to do this instead of little nubbly things, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. You learn something new every day, even with a game you've been playing for the past, I don't know, 20 some odd, 22 years maybe? I think I've been playing this game since it came out in 98, so that's... Is that really 22 years? Yeah, 98 to 08 to 18 plus... We're at the very beginning of 21. It'll be 23 years this year if I knew it to the month. Wow. Makes me feel a lot older than makes me sound a lot older than I am, but I'm older than 23 by enough to, have been playing video games for a good amount there, so. No spoilers, but that's, I've been playing games for a while. Most of you guys probably have also been playing games for a little while, though. Who knows? And if I introduced you, I'm very happy if I have introduced you to a new game. Oh, I'm going to fall right into the bramble. Never mind, fell into the grass. If I do happen to, or if I have happened to introduce you guys to a game that you enjoy, or a new game that you didn't know about, it's all the better. That's the thing I like to do. Okay, I believe... So we also see Mumbo's skull over there, which Mumbo's skull will also undergo some transformation. I don't think Mumbo's gonna... Mumbo doesn't help us for 2 of the 3 seasons. I'm sorry, 3 of the 4 seasons. And I don't believe that's going to change here. He's not going to help us. He's spring cleaning, if I'm not mistaken, this time. So... Gonna put those down. I think the season he helps us in is Autumn. Wait, is it this one? I don't know. I don't have enough anyway to remember. I want to... I can't remember. Maybe he does. Maybe it's this one he helps us in. Summer is too hot. He doesn't help us in summer because it's too hot. He doesn't help us in winter because he's on vacation because it's too cold. Oh, and he doesn't help. So he does. It's this season he helps us in. So he doesn't help us in summer because it's too hot. Doesn't help us in winter because it's too cold. He's actually on vacation. Doesn't help us in I think it's a bad guy. It's like a bee or something that comes in and it's like, he's gone. Or I don't know what it is, but he's like, oh, he's gone. And then it's a excuse me. It's a in autumn there are leaves. So he's sweeping up leaves. So I guess it is this one that he actually helps us in. Huh. Okay, well. We got to set the groundwork in this one for everything else. Let's go ahead and plant. How many do we need? 4. Okay. I've never planted an egg before. I don't feel like that this is the result I'd get. But odds are that somebody would just tell me I had been doing it wrong. And then they would show me. They'd plant an egg and they'd grow up a bush. Or plant. I don't know. I am needing Mumbo skulls, but I only need 3. I should be okay if I just jump in here, grab this. Whoops! I may just have to take the damage on some of these. So long as I can get the, excuse me, so long as I can get the skull, I should be okay. I just need 3. And that's the last Mumbo transformation in the whole game. So, Mumbo skulls are you can collect them, but there's no real measure of having all of them. And the reason I say this, if you take a look in here, when we go to view totals, you can see what it is that I have and what it is that I'm missing. So in this case, you can see, I have, those are the only things that are really measured. And then after that, it's Mumbo skulls, but only to the amount that you need. You only need, 25 this world and however many the next world and so on and so forth. So you don't really, not looking to collect all of those. I'm not looking to go 100% on that. But I think I'm going to have to take some damage on these little claw guys here, because I don't have enough gold feathers. I'm going to try. Yeah, I'll just take damage. That's fine. I just got to remember now. I got to remember where there's at least one more around here. I'm pretty sure, and then I can just take that and get to the transformation. Because the more thorough I am at laying groundwork in the previous season, the easier it will be for me to get jiggies and notes in the next few seasons. And I think, I could be wrong, but I actually think spring is has the most notes of any season. Maybe I'm wrong. It could be summer. I don't remember. I think spring had the most stuff you were supposed to get, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. All right. Now I gotta climb this tree. Probably just do it this way. Now the thing I do like about this is there are higher stakes slightly. Alright. Wait, do I need this? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna take this. There are slightly raised stakes to this. Okay, there we go. Insofar as that if I fall, yeah, there's a Mumbo skull right there. If I fall, then I can end up hurt. But we do have the ground pound trick, and I'm not just gonna fall into a void. So long as I'm doing my ground pound trick and I don't fall right into a void, or I'm gonna fall here in a second into some vines. I'm gonna take 1 thing of damage, but so long as I do that, I should be okay. Actually, may not. I may actually, if I can hold this right, ground pound, I may actually be able to land right on the Mumbos. Nope, I'm not gonna make it quite. That's okay. This is just bramble. Okay. 25. What do you got up here? You got eggs, right? Oh, son of a gun. Come on. I don't think you can be... The other thing I also don't remember This is another thing I don't think is, I mean, it may be worthwhile, is the thing he's going to turn me into this time. I'll let you see it before I say it. Very cool. Okay. So you can actually see I'm a bee. Alright, bee is pretty good. But I can't remember if I can be a bee in all 4 seasons or if it changes from season to season. I can't remember that. So I'm going to assume, for the sake of argument, I'm going to assume for the sake of simplicity, if I remember at all, that I can't be a bee in other. But here's, like, for example, right here's the beehive, right? I can get another Mumbo skull if I want. You have to double tap A so I can actually jump, which is kind of nice. Feet are a little stickier. The honey bear out there. Okay. But we're friendly. We're not gonna take the. Come on. We're not gonna take that. We are gonna take this Jinjo though. And I don't think there's actually any. I can't remember if it's in this season, but I don't think there's actually any way to into the hive right now in this season as original Banjo-Kazooie. Because let's see. There is an area on the top of the hive. I can't remember what season though. There's an area on the top of the hive you can actually slam. Right now you can't do that, so I'm gonna say we're doing okay. Being a bee is also a little bit more relaxing because I don't. If I fall any distance without having to do the ground pound trick, I don't take any sort of damage. I am gonna go ahead and get this Mumbo skull. See, stakes are now low. If I fall, I can just double tap and boom, I'm good. Alright, cool. The other thing that's really cool to see is like some of the things that will progress. So this, for example, this little house will get... Oh, really? Well, I guess I knew it. I guess I kind of knew it. The little house, the little tree house will get more, progressively more and more built as we go through the seasons. Okay, hold on. Oh. You talk to me? Nabnut likes acorns. Okay. Is there anything in here that is not an acorn that I can have? I've taken an egg. I feel bad about it. Okay, I'm leaving. Alright, fine. No issue there. But I am going to have to come back up here as... I'll have to come back up here as Banjo because I can't slam on the switch. I can't slam on that egg, which is going to give us Eerie. Oh. What can I do as a bee up here? Come on. Turn into a bee. Just oh well. I guess I could get that guy. As a bee, these things don't bug you. I'm gonna assume that no pun intended. I'm assuming it's because you're pollinating them. I don't know why. I think that's really all the bee stuff that I can do, though. Is that really all the bee stuff that I can do right now? A little disappointing. Okay, so it is as perilous as I thought. I have to get up there and get that summer switch in order to even progress into the world, into the next part of this world. So I'm going to go ahead and change back and climb back up there and rescue the bird from the egg and all that kind of good stuff. I don't think that I can get into the Zuba's nest, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try anyway, the beehive. I'm going to try to see if I can. That would be pretty cool if I could. Okay. Boom. Okay, cool. I don't remember how much of that stuff I had to do as a bear and how much of that stuff I had to do as a bee. Come on, I mean, like, how do you optimize that? How do you remember that? Oh. I apologize for the crackling sound. That was actually my neck. As I was moving my neck around, it needed to crack, I guess. It sounded really bad. I really apologize for anybody who's not a fan of that. It wasn't, I didn't, like, take my hands and force it. It was just, did it as I was moving my neck. Okay. So, do the birds come back? No, thank goodness. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna have to climb. God dang it! I don't want to climb the tree. I don't want to climb the tree. I don't want to do it. It's just It's not that I can't do it. It's not that I'm not good enough to do it. It's just if you fall as Banjo, take all this damage, and then I might die. I mean, I have plenty of lives, I guess, right? But, like, come on. Alright, here we go. Is this the... No, it isn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's something really satisfying. I mean, obviously, I'm not a humongous fan of the noise these guys are making. By that same standard, I actually am a really big fan of getting to knock them out of the little hole after they've tried to bite me. Okay, can I fit? I think so, actually. No, I can't. I can't. I do have to do the... Okay, I have to give myself enough headroom to be able to flip-flap. Okay. Thing's not on the back here, though. Okay, that's fine, whatever. There'll be a thing on the back of one of the beehives that'll allow me to break it and come in. I think it's in summer, anyway, so... I also... One of my least favorite things to do is this, because I always mess it up. It's a great... The game's great. I'm not blaming the game, but I mess it up so bad a lot of times. So I'm going to try not to do that. But I get stuck on the walls sometimes is what happens. Like, you kind of saw me do it just a minute ago, just a little bit. That's usually not... It usually gets worse than that, though, so... Actually, not too unhappy. I'm actually not too unhappy. Did I say I actually not too unhappy? My goodness. Okay. Alright. This is getting wonky. That's not all that steep, but I get nervous. I get nervous. Also, I don't know what these things are. I know they're little elves. I don't understand why they're evil. I don't know why they're the bad guy. Like, they look just kind of like, they look a little dopey. Oh, well. A little dopey, but I mean, you know. Could be worse. Okay, cool. And now any Mumbo, any Mumbo skulls that I pick up are just bonus, just icing on the cake, so to speak. All right, this little guy, we're gonna have to deal with him. I say that in the nicest possible way. We're gonna have to. He's gonna be our friend, let's say, for the next 3 of 4 seasons, I think. He's pretty cute, though. I do like him. Ready? This is him. He's Eerie. Or Irie, I guess. He's a mighty eagle. And he's out. Also, parents are getting smart. Bird parents are smart. Diapers right out. Just right out of the egg. Diaper. No egg mess. Very nice. Okay, so back up. Okay, back up. Oh, okay, I got nervous there. Back up. The jumps don't seem that narrow. I get it. I know. But they are, kind of. And you kind of have to... and you have to use your shadow to know where you're landing and if you're going to land there. It's just... It's just nervous. It's not nervous. I'm nervous, but it's nerve-wracking. Okay, what do we have in here? Something. I seem to remember something about... Okay, well, there's... I mean, that's just up for grabs, right? I don't feel bad about this. But there's something else in here, right? I think I can, like, climb up this vine or something? I can't remember. One of these I think I can do something about. It looks like a platform up there. Oh, well, let's just... There we go. I feel like there's something else to this. Son of a gun. Alright, anybody decide to want to watch me 15 minutes shoot at a... whatever the heck these things are with eggs and miss? Tune in. I'm not gonna do that. If I can't hit them within the next... I don't even have enough eggs to do that. I think it just feels like there's something else up here supposed to be. There is. How the heck do I get up there? Okay, let's try this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Is it just a one-up? I feel like there could also potentially be a honeycomb up here. But it may just be a one-up. It looks like it may just be a one-up. That's okay. I'll take it. We're almost to the max number of lives any which way that you can see, so we're okay. But here's the cool thing. This is the trick I was showing before. Is we are way high up right now. If you take a look, I'm going to go to the very edge and just look off. We're actually way high up. If we fall, we could fall in water, but there's also a decent chance we'll hit a path on the way down. We just ground pound, and down we go. And we did not hit water, so I'm glad I did that. But you can see, no damage. Like I said, if you're playing the game, it does this on the 64, it does it on the Xbox One, both. Ground pound, then jump off, you're good. You're definitely good. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of here because I don't feel like there's anything else for us to get here yet. I do feel like that there's stuff for us to get as a bee, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the banjo stuff, I guess, first, because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I can be a bee in any season. I just can't do everything in one season. So I think what I'm gonna do everything I can do as banjo. Like break open doors, get switches, and all that good stuff. And then I'll go back and do all the bee stuff. By the way, Erie is now, I'm going to assume that this is all in the same year, so I'm going to say that Erie is now 3 months older. Oh, those are just bees. Like, there's a caterpillar. Yeah, give me a worm. Hungry animals like caterpillars. That's true. I'm not going to eat you, though. Also, these guys decided to take their shirt off. I am. By the way, this another fun fact right here. This is naughty. So, fun thing. Fun thing, an ironic thing. Firstly, he says, I look pretty strong, yet he is probably twice my size here. Secondly, he says, this is Naughty, which I believe is the main bad guy on the first Donkey Kong Country. So if you've played Donkey Kong Country, there's Naughty, and then Very Naughty, and Extremely Naughty. This is Naughty. This is, I think, the same one. What strength? Come inside, and I'll give you a reward. I can't actually go inside. Because this is even too steep for the talent trial. So, I just take the notes in the Mumbo Skull and move on. But I'm pretty sure that that's the same. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's supposed to be an eye wink to Naughty, the Naughties from the Donkey Kong Country original game. And because they look and they kind of behave the same way. So, and there's Autumn. So we're going to open up Autumn. Be okay. And find our 5 caterpillars. Here's 2. I also love the little pop sounds. Just like, oh, you got them in your pocket. Sorry for that pop, by the way. I popped and I didn't realize that could have actually clipped the microphone. So my apologies if it did do that. I am so sorry. The microphone stays decently close to my face. I've got all kinds of filters in front of it to keep it from being too harsh, but microphones... I know how microphones can be temperamental sometimes. So see, you remember how I said these were nubbly? Now they've kind of bloomed and they've got notes on them and so much easier to navigate than the nubs. I know that this seems like narrow pathing, but at the same at the same time, it's so much more comfortable just because I can move kind of freely on it and I can just kind of do my own thing, you know? So, okay. And Mumbo's not going to help us right now, but I do think in one of them, I can't remember if it's this one, we have to go visit him. Because he does have notes, and we do need notes. And he has that caterpillar right there. We need that too. See if I can get into Talon Trot quick enough. Nope. Wasn't even worth it. I also want to know, Rare, if anybody ever from Rare happens to see this, which odds are slim. Too hot for... Oh, we're in summer, that's right. Do you have anything? You have a Mumbo Skull. You have one Mumbo token. Okay, well, I didn't need that, so. You want a suntan, by the way, and you're also like pink. You kind of look like you might have been burned before, so. Not quite sure how the tan will look, but I'm gonna root for you anyway. Because you're my friend, apparently. Although you may not be my friend, because if Grunty does change, I haven't shown it. If you game over in this game, excuse me, if you happen to get a game over in this game, then it actually plays out a whole cutscene with Grunty. winning and getting the beauty or whatever that apparently that Tootie had. And there we go. And Mumbo just immediately ditches and goes and offers her a flower and is like, "Hey, this is let's make this work," or something. And I'm like, "Really? We've been through a lot. You would just do that?" But the answer is yes. I don't know why. Alright, and if you thought we were done picking on Gobi... Oh no, it's you two again. If you would stop going near... Will you stop doing that? It took me ages to find more water. How did it take you ages to find more water? There's literally water in the door. Can I just do it again? No. Did you fall asleep? I guess so. There's literally water next door, by the way. If you're just stuck in this season, yes, it would take a long time, but I messed up. It would take a long time, but if you go literally over to the spring, like, it's filled with water. By the way, there's water down here. Not a lot of it, but there's plenty to... I mean, this is more than enough to drink. I would drink it if I had to. It's that hot. I don't know. I probably would. I live in an area where it is very, very hot. We'll say that. It gets very hot. It's not uncommon to have a 109, 110 day at all. It's very... In fact, I would argue quite the contrary. It's incredibly common. And then in winter... Excuse me. Our winters are usually like... Not all of them. Some winters are like -5 or something like that. But most of our winters are usually in the 50s and 60s. With the occasional drop into like the 40s or 30s. The point being, in all of that, we do have the occasional, like, it's hard to get water moment, but it's not usually the worst. It's not great, but it's, I mean, like, we don't usually have water shortages. We have, like, don't burn stuff, red flag warnings, that kind of stuff, but, like, so, point being is, you can make it work. Alright, is that 5? That's 5. 5? 5. Okay. So now we can actually go back and feed our eagle friend. Whoops. You know what? I'm gonna go back up this ramp. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna go back and feed our eagle friend. He is 3 months old now. I don't know how birds age relative to humans, by the way. I know dogs are supposed to be like... I think dogs are 7 times faster. Cats are like 4 times faster or something. So your average dog is like 13 to 15, and then your average cat is like 20, maybe. But I don't know how... I guess birds would age kind of... Like, it seems like there are a lot of birds that live to be in their 20s too, right? So maybe they age like 3 times faster, 3.5 times faster? I don't know, we have a little bird, and he's really cute. His name's Sam. He's a little blue parakeet. I don't know a lot about budgies, but he's a little blue budgie. Very, very sweet. Very tiny. He's just a baby, though. And I don't know a ton about how to take care of a budgie, but Anna does. So I just kind of learned from her. So, alright. This is the... this actually gets a little tricky, so I may die. I don't think I'm going to die, but... I can't actually get this. I can't actually get this until I beat them all. What I have to do is a lot of this. And I don't remember, there's a pattern. I'm actually doing better than I thought. I don't know how that happened. I think that's the last bee. Yep. They just kind of drop by and then they do. Oh, he's beating us. Oh well, we were getting bored. If you were getting bored of guarding it, then why you all, like, I just killed an entire hive. If you were getting bored of guarding it, why didn't you just, after you saw the first guy go, you were like, ooh, okay, he's pretty tough. It's not worth dying. Not worth us losing our families over. Why not just go that route? Okay. Okay, so back up the tree we go. We can't go in there and meet with Naughty yet. we're still needing notes and we're still needing honeycombs. I don't remember exactly where the honeycombs are in this, but what I had wished would happen, and I remember this. I remember that I remember that I wanted there to be 20. I thought it would be nice, rather, if there would be 25 notes per season, and there aren't. It's literally not 25 notes per season. It is literally like 37 notes one, and then one's got like 7 notes, and I don't know. It's not. Doesn't make a. Whoops. I gotta remember how to. Well, this is fun. I forgot about this. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna. See if I can. I'm gonna take a look at something just real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's try this. Gentle. I can't move the camera, that makes this even worse. Alright, there we go. I made it, I think. I could do the smart thing. And I could do the ground pound, go ahead and fall, play it safe, jump back up. Or I could do the really dumb thing and jump right across and try to hit that plank, possibly miss, probably miss, fall all the way down, take some damage. I think I'm going for the latter. Here we go, guys. Yep, did it. Took tons of honeycombs worth of damage, wasn't worth it. Did exactly what I called it. It's got to be something worth something, right? Can I outrun him on Banjo? Yeah, I can. I can technically outrun them on banjos. They do chase me for a while, though. Thank you. Come here. Whoops. Okay, I feel a lot better about it, though. I'm okay with this. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna climb the tree again. I didn't want to do that. But I feel like that, it was worth it to try, because the other option was just I do that and I end up having more life, but then I refilled, right? I got more life. It wasn't that hard to get up the tree, I think. And I got 2 jiggies. That's always good. I'm going to get I don't remember how the jiggies are distributed either is the problem. So that's I don't remember. It's 10. So it wouldn't make sense. I mean, there's no way for you to divide that up evenly amongst 4, right? You can only do that. You can have like 3, 3, 2, 2, or I don't even think they do that, though. I think it's like 4, and then 2, and then 1, and then maybe you don't get 1 on another one, and then it's another 4. I guess would be the number that makes 10. Did I say 4, 4, and 2 with 0? I don't know. I don't remember how they divided it up. But luckily, these, I think, feel pretty decently self-explanatory, so. I say that, and then I'm going to probably get lost here in a second, but you know what? It's all part of the adventure. It's all part of the adventure. Here we go. Okay, let's. I remember this, but not fondly. Okay, it does require talent. Okay. Oh, it's not that bad. It's a lot. I don't like. So some of it, a lot of it too. I know it's a little slower, but a lot of it is. Banjo is slower, but it does feel better to kind of move as him. When you're in these like steep or narrow areas, it doesn't feel as slippery. I don't know if that was part of the design, but if it is, like, good job, Rare. You guys are great, because that's awesome. Okay, well, how you feeling, bud? Nabnut's eaten too many acorns. I've got none left for next winter. Okay. Well. We can hear how he is clearly struggling. He's clearly chosen a couple of choice methods of relief. And since he has, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave him alone. Okay. So now, we don't need any more caterpillars, but we do have birds that have decided to nest up in this area. I don't know why. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But they're here. Oh man, this is a narrow one. Here we go. It's also a little hard to steer when you're doing the little rat-a-tat-rap, so... Okay. Back up. And we'll go ahead and give you these caterpillars. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I guess I got 6. Okay, well, I didn't know I picked up a 6th one. It doesn't, not a huge deal, though. Alright, Erie full now. Needs more sleep. Gotcha. That makes perfect sense. He's out. I get nothing from him yet, but I'll get something from him eventually. He's gonna be... I'm being a good mom and dad. And helping him out. There we go. So these are a little bit... This is a little nicer because I get 2 every so often. I can't remember where. Okay, are we? Is this back in that? I don't think this place gets anything new. Really, I think it's just one-ups. This place always has. Seems to be. Okay, we're gonna try it though. If it has a Jiggy, I'm going for it. That's definitely just a one-up, which I'm okay with. But is there a Jiggy now that if I come this way and then I jump like this direction and then I look up here? Is there a Jiggy? There isn't. So it's worth checking out. I don't remember exactly where all of them are, but it's worth checking out. You know, I've already climbed all the way to the top. I think then for the most part, I think we've gotten everything that we can get from autumn. I mean from summer. So now we're going to go into my favorite times of the year. Which are autumn and winter. Here we're getting into spring, and I'm not excited about this. I'm excited. I'm very excited about going into autumn. I'm very excited about going into. I'm very excited about going into winter, but I'm not very excited about going into summer, and because it's hot. It gets really hot here. I don't like hot. I like cold. I can always put more clothes on. There gets to be a point when the heat, you know, gets to be pretty rough and you just can't take anything else off. That's just my mentality towards it. I may be wrong. That's how I've always viewed it. Bear get Erie more caterpillars, but he needs 10 because he's a big boy this time. Also, he's now 6 months old. And I'm assuming that because I'm assuming that we're at the beginning of each... it's relative, I suppose. But I'm assuming that we're at the end, or at the beginning of a season each time we do it. So I was assuming that it's probably, you know, the first one it was spring. I'm assuming we just jumped right into March. There we go. Also, Groundhog Day today, and I didn't see whether he saw his shadow or not. So, I'm hoping for 6 more weeks of winter. February is my favorite month. Yeah, if you've been waiting probably for about 3 months or so for me to come get this. But for us, it was just, if it makes you feel any better, for us, it was just a couple of minutes. So, alright, well, we've gotten what we needed from him. Okay, that's fine. There we go. That's an easy Jiggy. Oh, I don't like these things. And we're back. We got water again. Look how pretty. Look how pretty autumn is comparatively. Look how pretty. Just orange leaves falling everywhere. Nice, gentle breezes. I mean, you can't not enjoy at least the cool weather. I say that. I realize that there are other people that may watch this that is the majority of their weather. Maybe you get a lot of rain where you are. Alright, right, that's it. I'm off to the lava world. You'll never find me. I got news. He doesn't make it to the lava world. We find him in the second game in jail. He was going to go to the lava world, which I believe is Hailfire Peaks. Have I been collecting... Okay, I was going to say, I'm going to be a little disappointed in myself if I hadn't been collecting Jinjos this time. There are notes I need. How many gold feathers do I have? I have 0. I can't exactly just take the damage on those, regrettably. I have to, I'm going to have to come back, so that's not going to work. It looks like there are a lot of notes here, so that's really good. Except for this, I need the notes that are up there on the, I need the notes that are up there on those guys, but I think I can be a bee for that, so I think so. So if I can be a bee for that, then I can just be a bee, jump up, get those notes. So I'll just need to remember, come to autumn for notes. How many notes do we have? We're almost halfway there. That's pretty good. Alright, and I am going to go talk to Mumbo. I think there are still notes in his hut, even though he's going to be sweeping up leaves. There we go. Top on in. Cool. And caterpillar. Mumbo busy sweeping many leaves. No magic today. Yep, okay. There are notes up here this time. And I think Autumn may actually be the one that holds the most notes. Did we get them all? We got them all. Okay. Also, 9 times out of 10, I'll actually jump down on fire. So I've gotten really lucky that I'm not doing that this time. I'm really happy that I'm not doing it this time. Okay, so... now we gotta just do our normal routine checks, you know? Going through, making sure everything's good. So I think we need to be a bee here for that, but I also think we need to be a bee for a couple of other reasons. I think we need to be a bee because I think we also need to... I'm gonna have to go back for that note. Got it. I'm also gonna have to go back to be a bee so that I can get that, excuse me, so I can get that flower, that Jiggy up on top of that flower. And so that'll be another reason that I'll remember. You know, I feel no remorse, and I don't feel any regret for the fact you bit me. You can say, oh well, you're attacking its home. No, I'm not. I'm not attacking its home. I'm not doing anything bad to it. I am going up a tree. That is not harmful. Okay. But I do need caterpillars. Also, I'm not real sure. There's still bees on these. And I don't know about where everybody else is, but... is that a flight pad down there? It looks like it. We don't really get bees in the autumn. I mean, odd as that may be, as hot as it is, we don't usually get bees in autumn. I guess they start doing their thing or whatever. I don't know what exactly, what exactly the bees do. Do they migrate? What do they do? Somebody more informed on insectology, on, but being serious, on what insects do would be with. Let me know. Let me know what do they do in the winter? Do they like migrate? Do they just die off? They can't just die off. That can't be the case, right? Because bees are a very important part of the ecosystem. I wouldn't assume they would just die off. Who knows? Okay. I'm gonna jump over here real quick. Uh-oh, I might have made a mistake. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't. We're gonna check. But I didn't actually go this direction in summer. I think that may just be a shortcut, though. I'm gonna look at it from the easier to go up angle. I think that may just be a shortcut, so I think I'm okay. I'm... watch me be good. You know what? I'm not. I'm gonna go up the leaves. I'm gonna take the risk. Also, these should be remarkably... whoops. These likely are remarkably brittle. I'm glad that they're able to hold the weight of a bear and a bird. What in the world? Okay, well... let's try that again. Okay, so it's a little difficult to to get on these leaves, for sure. That one went too big. Is that shock pad really tiny? I feel like it is. Little frustrated. Little frustrated. Little angry. Little angry. Not that angry, but a little angry. What's the best way to do this, I wonder? I want to see what the best way to do this is. Just a regular jump, maybe? Ah, probably a regular jump. Okay. Well. Hello there, Omega Ace Gaming. I appreciate you for dropping by. By the way, I didn't get to say it. Your stream, I said it in chat, I guess. Your stream looks fantastic, your layout and everything. Mine's a little simple, but it's you know, it's about the games and the gamers. This level is the most frustrating to me in terms of the time it takes, but I do feel like that Rusty Bucket Bay is easily my worst. Okay, I'm gonna go the other way. I don't know if what I need to do is up there, but I'm gonna just run in that way. Okay. Do I really need him? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay. Let me move the microphone a little closer so I don't sound too distant. So I'm gonna have to remember to come back and be a bee for this, but I don't know. The tricky piece is I don't remember if the I don't actually remember if the. Oh, absolutely. That's the whole reason I made my channel. I started filming for my channel back in. I know, I took it, but I still want this caterpillar. Give me a caterpillar. I started my channel back in 2016. I started filming for it back in 2016 because everything in 2016 was just, without getting into details, not specifically for me, but I think the world just felt really hectic and really rough, and I wanted to make a channel that focused on something that people could find multifaceted in a lot, you know, we're working for them in a lot of ways. I wanted people to be able to come and talk, and for it to be somewhat cathartic, but I also wanted it to be a unifier where people would stop for just a second. All of the, you know, things are stressful and people have lives. But instead of fighting over different various things that, you know, would only become more stressful with time, maybe they'd take an hour, come talk with me, come play a game with me, laugh, and then, you know, if they had to go back to hectic lives, then go back to those. But, you know, at least you had a break. That's the whole reason I made the channel. And then I kind of had to give it up for a little bit. My job at that time was remarkably, I was remarkably busy due to it. And then 2020, I think everybody knows, got really hectic for reasons that I don't think YouTube likes us mentioning, so everybody knows. And I said, you know what, I got to start this back up. I had a new job, and it allowed for it, so I did. 6 more acorns. That's literally, you ate all your acorns and you just need 6 more. That's gonna tide you over the entire winter. 1 whole season, 1 digit. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, well, that was my whole mission statement. It wasn't to get popular, wasn't to get famous. It was just I don't know, make a place that people could have fun. That's I think, and I think that's part of the thing that I really admired about your channel is you seem like a genuinely nice guy, and you seem like you were really about the there we go. You seem like you were really about the people and really about the content being fun. So, but yeah, definitely. You know, when my channel grows up, it definitely wants to be like yours. We'll say that. Now I don't want to give them to him one at a time, Banjo. Come on, bud. Keep looking for acorns. There are. I don't want to do that. I'll keep looking for acorns, but I don't want to do that. Okay, I have to remember exactly where these. Whoops. After... Yeah, I'm gonna fall. That's okay, though. I'll be okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it was, like I said, I got to see how everything looked great. Everything looked professional, and layout was really nice. You seemed genuine. You seemed very nice. You were very engaged. You know, had a lot of people on yours. Had a lot of people. I'm just starting out streaming. Most of my thing is every Friday I come out with a video, just playing a random game. And streaming seems to be able to accomplish a lot of the things that I was accomplishing with the video making more quickly. So I thought, well, you know, maybe I'll do a little bit more of that if I can. I had originally, I have a whole team of people that worked on this and did some of the content with me, but because of the craziness that has been last year and this year, we all don't really get together in the studio anymore. It's just kind of me and on occasion my better half. She'll drop in here. I think. Hold on. You know what? I think. No. What I was doing was for the sake of looking. Don't you fall on me, Banjo. Okay, I honestly think. Okay, that's actually. All right, Banjo. Don't screw this up for me, bud. We've gone through the interview. It sounds like we're gonna get the job. We just have to nail this last part right here and show we're, you know, competent people. We're rational. And I'm gonna use the jumpy pad. Oh no, you know we're not rational. We're not getting the job. Okay. Well, Oh my goodness. This level frustrates me. Okay. But yeah, anyway, you had a lot of I usually have a whole group of people that are on here. I think the biggest episode I've done on the channel is The Lion King in terms of people. We did my episodes are done in musical terms. So let's see. I started off because, and forgive me if I read the chat later than you've posted it. Of course, there's a little bit of a delay. Started off because I'm 3 hours away from my friends, and I wanted to find a way to keep in touch. These days, my real life friends only drop by once a week. Gotcha. I understand. I've been fortunate, so I like to entertain. I like to be fun. My job is kind of boring, to be completely honest with you. It helps people, but it's not very exciting, right? I am very introverted, but I like to entertain people. And so I only have a very small group of friends. You have my wife, and then I think I have maybe 5 good friends. And they have stuck with me forever and a day. But that having been said, with the way that times are right now, it's very, very difficult, understandably, by the way, but it's very, very difficult for everybody to get together and do things. I mean, there's a good reason at this point in time, for some of my friends to be a little bit nervous about coming by. And I completely understand it. So I think that one of the big things is, and I think everybody needs it, is just kind of adjusting and getting to meet new... Well... Okay. We're going again. First, the bird that knocked me off. But I think a lot of people are like that right now. I think, and different reasons, right? But I think that last year and this year have made it exceptionally difficult for people to drop by in person, and I can understand it for a lot of it. So I like the idea of having a community that you can get in and talk to and share something special. You know, share. No, I'm gonna die. Never mind. Share something fun, share something special. You know, video games are really easy too. One of the other things I did beforehand, yet again, just a fun way to kind of meet people. And I say I'm introverted, and I am, but if I have to be out into the public, I want to be, you know, I want to be the guy that made things fun. I've been I am a 20+ year veteran of being a card sharp. I demonstrate. I worked in Vegas for a while, and And I demonstrate how casinos, old-timey, most people today are pretty on the level, but how old-timey casinos would cheat you in high-stakes games. And it's more of an entertainment. It's kind of like when you watch a magician, except for I'm doing stuff that actually gets used by people, what are called card mechanics. It was fun, it was interesting, but you can't really do that nowadays you can't really do that with people not being there in person. It's really difficult to convince them that what they're seeing isn't some sort of weird trick. So I thought, well, this is something cool. Love adult, perfectly, totally cool. Oh, sure, yeah. I wouldn't say, well, yeah, I mean, it's a dull job, I would say. It's not bad. It helps people, and I really like that aspect of it, but it's not exciting. Yeah. It's well, I don't have any qualms about saying I'm a licensed so I used to be before all of this mess, and yet again, like I said, I don't think YouTube particularly likes us mentioning things by name, so I'm not going to do it. I just, out of respect, and also I don't want to get in trouble. But before 2020 hit, I was I worked in IT and telecom, and had worked there for a good while. I worked there for the better part of a decade, and enjoyed it. And then 2020 came along, and things got more hectic for the company as well. And I had to find a new vocation in May of last year. And so I finished up doing some training and such. I am now had been doing some training for a while, and so I am a licensed financial services advisor, financial advisor, basically, is what I do. All right, we're not gonna be able to. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna do the one thing that everybody's probably gonna hate me doing. Oh, no worries. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Heaps. I hope everything looks good. I did. I got the piece. I'm gonna use the. Thanks for stopping by, Heaps. By the way, I really appreciate you for jumping in. But love the Dreamcast video. By the way, I thought that was a great video. I'm gonna go ahead and cheese it. I'm gonna start over and cheese it a little bit here. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys know about this. I've made mention of it, and I do it in the previous ones as well. If you ground pound before you jump off of a surface, water would have saved me anyway. But if you ground pound before you jump off of a, if you ground pound, hit the ground, and then jump off of the, yeah, I guess over there it would be almost midnight. I guess over there, isn't it? Take a look. If my timing is correct, it's almost midnight over there, I think. So. It's really good. It's a really good video. It's for reference over here though. It's not even quite 6 p.m. Nah. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'll just go for it. Okay. Yeah, I got that. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is, if you ground pound, you probably already know this, but if you ground pound and then you jump off after the ground pound, even if you hit solid ground, you can fall an infinite amount, and you won't take any damage. You'll take 0 damage so long as you don't hit anything on the way down. You'll take no damage. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've been trying to keep track of the people that I've been in circles with and such. I've been trying to commit to memory the time zones that they would be in when I start doing my stuff, so that at least it's not completely unreasonable when I start doing the streams. And I believe yours, if I'm not mistaken, is plus 6 hours from where I am. So, if I'm not mistaken. I've been trying to keep track of everybody's time zones, because, like I said, I don't really have a schedule yet. I kind of want to see if everything works out really well. And I kind of want to see if everything works out really well, and I hope it does, and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm working on it. Uh-oh. Okay, that's probably for the best. All right, I'm jumping back into it. You'll have to forgive me. I'm kind of new to the whole networking thing. I'm not sure what the hands mean. I'm not sure quite what they mean, but oh yeah, it's not too terribly. Yes, I know how many. Did I lose all the caterpillars? Oh, it didn't tell me how many I have. Okay, well, we're gonna run up there and we're gonna try. It can get tough, but you know, honestly, a lot of the people that have helped me in this, really, a lot of the people that have helped me in this, both in learning and also by setting example, are in different time zones. I am playing the Xbox version. I'm playing the Xbox version, and the only reason I have it on 64 as well, but I figured that the Xbox version 1080p 60 frames would probably be a little easier on the eyes. I also really like the ability to move the camera on smooth axis rather than the C button going to the predetermined rounds. So, but yeah, no. Anyway, so a lot of the people that have kind of inspired me to keep going and do stuff and help me in the community, Heaps being a big part of that, by the way. Thank you so much. Are in different time zones. I am in the south of North America. If you live in North America, I don't know how you quantify the South, but what most people would call the South. Some people just do it south of the equator. Some people do it as like the deep South, which my state falls in one of those, and half the time, and one of those all the time. Anyway, you don't really run into a lot of people over here that are interested in gaming and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh no, that makes perfect sense. I just didn't know if that was. I'm gonna do it again, aren't I? I sure am. That's okay. This has got to be super frustrating to watch, but boy, I'm telling you, I am committed. I mean, I can go to the Furnace Fun right now and I can do the final Grunty fight, but I like to do this 100%. It's just, this world frustrates the heck out of me. No, the hand saying thank you, though, it makes sense to me. I'm very new to how streaming and all that works. Yeah, it feels like that, and that's kind of, being a dying breed, it does feel like that to me. And it's kind of sad, because it is my favorite. It's the, I mean, and to me it's funny. I mean, to think of Banjo-Kazooie as retro. 98, and I remember it coming out. I've been playing it since, I remember playing it since it came out, and now you got to think about that. That's been 22, almost 23 years ago. So, I'm not ridiculously old, obviously, but at the same time, it's just like, it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, this is, it's frustrating. I like to do a 100% run of it. I like to get all, and when I say 100%, you notice I'm missing the Mumbo Skulls. I've already gotten the last Mumbo transformation, so it's just, I do all the notes, I do all the jiggies, and I know, you need 6 more, that's fine. I don't know why you can't, I don't know why you won't go up here and get your own, but that's okay. I'll help you. I like to do 100%. I like to get 100, so it's 100 notes. You already know this, I'm sure, but 100 notes per world, 10 jiggies per world, 10 jiggies in the overworld, and 2 honeycomb pieces, or 2 hollow honeycomb pieces. And I'm usually really good up until I get to Rusty Bucket Bay in this world. Once I get to these 2 worlds, then I'm like, I get frustrated real easy. I don't get frustrated real easy, I shouldn't say. I get frustrated, but I don't want to give you it. I don't want to give it to you. I don't want you to have it. Nope. I mean, I do want you to have it, but not yet. I hear another one in here. Notes. It's real fun because when you start playing, like, when I start playing, are you kidding me? I have to start all over with the caterpillar? I had 11. Well, that's okay. Nope. You can have later. Not now. I hate it. I hate this bird. Okay. Do whatever you think you need to do, but come out for long enough for me to get you. Oh, that actually worked out a lot better than I thought. You can come back out? Yep. Why did you not come out for 3? Oh, whoop. I committed. Yeah, Rusty Bucket Bay. The thing that I guess I get stressed, and that's probably the big thing that happens. Why am I in autumn? Oh, I know why. Okay, I'm good. I thought it gone out of order, but I'm in order. Rusty Bucket Bay. The thing that stresses me out, and you'll see it on the other ones, is you see the puzzles where you have to be inside the ship, as well as that you lose. I'm gonna fall into bramble. The one that you have to get the jiggy from the propellers, and as well as the one that you have to go underwater to get the Jinjo that's in that caged area. And you're running out of air. I think all your air bubbles normally are 10 seconds a pop, so it's a 60-second total. But then in that one, you lose air at a rate of 10 seconds per. I'm taking some life here. You start losing air at a rate of 10 seconds per while you're above water and 5 seconds per while you're underwater. That stresses me out. It does, and so I probably play more in a not so good way because of that. I don't think I would have taken damage, but you know what? I'll safe. Anything that any area I think that I run out of air more quickly bothers the heck out of me. It stresses me out. Because that's like Clinker's Cavern, when you have to go all the way down to get the chain to unlock the chain where Gloop is. I didn't learn about the precision swim, which is the R button swim, and I'm gonna guess you probably already know about it, but I didn't realize about it until way late in the game, and that part always stressed me out. I could never catch an air bubble from Gloop. There's a caterpillar up here, isn't there? I mean, can you look? I get it, nature and all that, but can you let me be? I just want a worm. Come on, come on. Did it. Yeah, it's the one thing that I love about this game, and also despise about this level though, that Tui had, is Tui had everything so interlaced. You had to finish. You could get 6 jiggies from the Mayhem Temple before you had to go on to Glitter Gulch Mine. And then you could get 5 Glitter Gulch Mine jiggies before you moved on to I can't remember what was the Witchy World, right? And everything was so intertwined. I do like the fact that this is all kind of self-contained in that you'll get all 10 jiggies per world and all that. But it is frustrating because this is the little kind of hints of the running back and forth that you experience in that second game. I love Banjo-Tooie as well, but I don't 100% that one at all. I think I'm I can understand that completely. Okay. You're fine. Put my earpiece back in. I couldn't hear the game for a second there. I don't like microphone bleed. I'm gonna do it. Can I just... Yeah, let's do it this way. It takes 3 eggs to take a bird down, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's get you lined up here. Can we not? What is going on here? What is this witchcraft? I don't understand. Alright, I'm gonna just let him come out. That's fine. I don't need eggs anyway, but it's just like, come on. Yeah, well, it was weird. I was mentioning that at the very beginning. I like the idea personally. Of them having 25 notes per season. 2 jiggies per season, or 3 jiggies if they need to. I'm not gonna have enough worms for you, Erie. I'm sorry, I've got like 4. Here, you can have them. I've got 5. I've got half the worms you need. Yeah, that's a word, but not only is that a word, that is probably the best word to describe the way that those things connect. My goodness, it's just, I don't know. I love these games. But like, I don't find myself complaining as much, and that sounds weird. I don't find myself as upset at some of the stuff, the layouts and such. We all criticize games. I don't think there's any game out there that's perfect. Closest game to perfection for me in terms of just execution and all of that is probably The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. But if I'm going to retro games, the most perfect game that I can think of, the one that I complain the least about, is probably going to be Super Mario World. And I just feel like it's good. Now, I still hate Cheese Bridge, I still hate Butter Bridge, but it's not because the game is bad, it's because I usually am not good enough to pass it on the first run. As many, you know, I've played that since the early 90s. I've played that since like 92 or something. So, what you got? You got notes, right? No, you got a Mumbo Skull. All right, give me this worm. Where's the hitbox on this worm? Okay. I always come back in here, hoping that there will be something, excuse me, besides a one-up trophy. There never is. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Here we go. Can you hit me from there? I feel like you can. I don't like it. Stand here, turn the camera if I walk up this way. It'll just be a one-up trophy up there, I think. But we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, well, we were, and then we decided to fall. Well, you know. Yeah, if I had to pick a game that I'm just like, everything feels like it's really nice and streamlined, and it's in the same vein, I would say, Super Mario. I would argue that obviously several RPG games from this time, Chrono Trigger and I want to make sure it's not a Jiggy. I don't remember it being a Jiggy, but it could be. Chrono Trigger, and then recently, of course, I've just we didn't get it. I'm not sure exactly where you're from, and of course you don't have to say anything, but in America we didn't get yeah, it's just a one-up. Okay, that's fine. I don't know that. In America we didn't get Terranigma, and so I just barely was able to get a version of Terranigma that was really actually a really fun game. Okay, I got some more worms for you, Erie. Still don't have enough though. I still need two more worms, I believe. I wish I didn't, but I do. And I need 6 acorns. Oh, and I don't want to get them. I don't want to do it. There's no flight pad. I'm gonna have to do it as a bee, if it'll let me. There's one more worm. I need 3 more worms. Aha! So what I've learned from this is I'm worse than I thought. Oh, Super Mario Bros. 3 is phenomenal. You're not wrong, actually. I guess I wasn't as familiar with it. And I didn't get to play Super Mario Bros. 3. I got to play the original and the second one. I didn't get to play Super Mario Bros. 3 until well after I'd already gotten to play World, which was on the All-Stars cart. And so I didn't get as familiar with it, but it is really good. I just haven't had the proper opportunity to assess it. So yeah, California, let's understand. I forget he's a bad guy. I'm from Texas. I'll say that much. So we are from the most populous states out there. Yours first, and then ours second. But I'm telling you. Oh my goodness sakes. No, not at all. I'm enjoying the conversation. I enjoy the conversation. That's the whole reason I did it. Like it'd be great if I were a speedrunner. I'd record myself doing a super fast run. I'd focus on the game. I'd ignore the chat. The chat is the entire reason I do this. It's just something fun. I mean, I don't have to be perfect at it. It's just fun. All right, I got 4 to give you. You can have them. I know you want 6. There's 4. Nabnut hasn't got enough acorns yet. Oh, keep looking. Alright, well. I don't want to do this, though. Because I don't like it. But can I ask a question? And I don't want it to be too intrusive. I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious. And I don't, like I said, I don't want it to be too, I don't want it to be offensive or anything. I'm very curious. It is pertaining to your stream yesterday, in fact. Oh, I missed the acorn. Well, here we go. We're fine. We panicked, but we're fine. I wasn't worried. You were worried. No, I was super scared, by the way. Oh, Talon Trot. Okay, fine. There's a fine line between the steepness of... Can I land on the bridge? Am I going to? Nope! Alright, I'm going into winter. Taking a break. Going into winter. Not happy about things. I'm fine. Just frustrated. Yes, I was noticing in your stream, there were people in the chat, and you were speaking, very, very impressively, very quickly. You were speaking, really good Spanish. Can I ask if that is that a native tongue for you? Is it something that you just picked up? I mean, you spoke it famously, but I was just curious. Yeah, I gotta throw that arm. You see? Can't do it. I mean, you can. I don't want you to, though. I'm going over here. We'll agree to disagree. Oh, things are slippery. I forget. No! Okay, thank you. Sorry for yelling in the microphone. Oh, things are slip. Things are slick. I don't like the direction of this. I don't like the decor. Okay, well, that just tears it, doesn't it? Alright, I'm fine. Wumbo's on vacation. Does he have notes in here, though? I don't remember. I will come back in spring. He'll help change me into a beautiful, I was gonna say butterfly, but bee. Alright, I'm gonna just fly up, I think. I think that's the idea. I know it's not the same as Frizizi Peak, but I just don't like these guys. There's not even much more. Oh, okay. I was curious. It was awesome to see you being able to communicate with your audience in different languages. I thought that was super cool. I'm not exactly a polyglot myself, but I saw that and I was like, that's such a cool thing to do, or to be able to do rather. So I just I was just curious. Like I said, no, I don't. A lot of people these days have. I don't know exactly what they are or aren't, offended by or sensitive to. Not to say anything about people, but I just don't want to be rude. But I thought that was super cool. I thought that was really cool to be able to speak to different viewers in different tongues. I think that was really neat. I can say that it is better than mine for darn sure. So, I will definitely say that. I thought it was very, very neat. I'm gonna slide off, aren't I? Nope, I'm gonna... yeah, I am. Commit! Alright, let's try this again. We'll just get back up there. This is a super slippery. Everything's slippery. And I remember this, I'm gonna lose air twice as much under this ice block. Whoops, I'm too low. There we go. Really? Really? That shouldn't have happened. All right, crack shot. Thank you. All right, which switch? Okay, I inched my way down there like a champ. No, that's understandable. I can understand that. It was super neat. I thought that was really cool. I live, like I said, I live in Texas, but I have a lot of family from, most of my family is southern in nature. I say in nature, that's not fair. By most of them are southern. and in that southern, a lot of them are Texas and Louisiana. So there's a lot of Spanish and a lot of French that gets spoken. And I found myself knowing much more French than Spanish because of just circumstance. Oops, there we go. And of course, as much Spanish as gets spoken around here, I'd love to be able to speak Spanish as well to help kind of communicate with more people. And it's really nice. I mean, it's definitely nice when you can talk to people in their native tongue as well. I think that's really cool. And it shows a level. The other thing I think it does is it shows a great level of, I will, but I need to remember where I'm going. I gotta remember where I'm going. I think I'm going to the whoops, the ice cube. I think I'm going to Naughty's lair again, aren't I? I think that's where I have to go. I need to remember. I think that's where I'm going. I don't remember why, but I think that's where I'm going. I also don't think Icy Cold takes double air is applicable. I believe cold water actually is easier to hold your breath under. In real life, I don't think that's the truth. You know, for the game, obviously, it's 5 seconds per thing, but I believe it's actually easier to hold your breath in cold water than it is to hold your breath in hot water. Or warm water, in fact. So, maybe I'm wrong about that, but... Okay. Well, you didn't... I hate to say it, buddy, but you didn't get a visitor this time. I came here for this. Sorry. I mean, I like you and everything, but in DKC you were kind of a jerk. I think that's the same. I think that's the same Naughty from Donkey Kong Country 1. I think that's supposed to, if nothing else, it's got to be an eye wink, right? To people that play Donkey Kong Country 1. I feel like it. I feel like it. Should be or could be. He looks the same and he acts the same. He's got the same mannerisms. Oop boo. He's gonna hit me. Take a quick look at something real quick. There we go. Climb my way up the slippery tree. Oh, you guys are my least favorite, by the way. Just so you know. I don't want there to be any sort of, like, favoritism, so I'll let you guys know you're not my favorite. Okay. I'm gonna go back and use a flight pad. Bramble's frozen over. I'm not gonna get hurt. I just need jiggies and notes. And I think from this point, I'm just gonna turn into a bee. I'm pretty sure can I deliver... I can't remember. Can I deliver the... I think I can. I think I can... I can't remember, but I think I can deliver the acorns to the squirrel as the bee, can't I? Or no? Well, I hit the backdrop pretty hard. Boy, these guys. I need the notes. I honestly don't want anything else. That's all I want are the notes. Alright, I'm gonna fly. I'm just gonna fly up. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious, just from your side of things, how do things sound and look? Does everything look and sound pretty good, or... I like to, I have good sound equipment, but I don't know exactly what it, in terms of looking... Oh, he's gonna hit me, isn't he? Nope, that's fine. I'm fine with this. Yeah, I'm curious as to how things look and sound. I had issues when I very first started, and you'll see I left the videos up because obviously it's not about being perfect, it's about being... Thank you very much. It's not the the one thing I found myself doing when I listen to a channel. I'm gonna break your window, buddy. Okay, I just wanted you to know that's gonna happen. Sorry. Stop and swap egg that I've already picked up. Sorry. Oh, you got your missus next to you. That's sweet. Oh, thank you. One of the things, I went through this ridiculous. Whoops! I went through this ridiculous series of transitions. I tried really hard not to, by the way, but I went through this really ridiculous series of transitions where I had like XLR microphone. I'm sorry, not XLR, USB microphones, which I never could get to work right. It always had noise that I didn't like and desync. Yeah, where I think the original was because they couldn't get the cartridge. It was too complicated, and they couldn't get the cartridges to swap in time. They did it in Banjo-Kazooie Banjo 2 here. But it was, once you've picked it up once, the stop and swap stuff, all of a sudden it's just gone. You don't have it anymore. Which seems to be what, I mean, I've picked it up in previous playthroughs, so it's just not here anymore, I realized, so. Yeah, when I very first started the channel, I tried to use USB microphones, and I knew nothing about audio. I had two, USB microphones hooked up to two separate computers, collecting data, collecting audio, two separate times, two separate ways. And I had to sync those up, and those didn't sync up very well because I didn't realize that my video bitrate was... Come on, bud. I didn't realize my video bitrate was at 48 kilohertz with the audio, and that my... well, let's just go ahead and... There we go. Cool. That my audio bitrate on my microphones was only set up for 44.1. And so I ended up with these desyncs. I had to try to time stretch. I had to sync up two different microphones because I didn't realize I couldn't use the two microphones on a single thing. And I had a buddy that worked with me on this actually, and that's what he does for a living. He's a professional sound engineer. And I got lucky enough for him to help me kind of get things set up. I invested in a lot of good sound equipment because I figured some people aren't watching the stream. Some people are just listening to something, right? Some people, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get that Genjo. Some people are just listening to the stream while they work or something. Why did I hit A? Come on. Come on. Come on. You know, so anyway, some people are just, can you stop flying, please? Can you just land? Alright, just land here. That's fine. Some people are just listening to it while they work, so I figured the cleanest part of it should probably be the audio. I got these beautiful XLR mics that I use now, and I would be really upset if after everything that he had helped me with and everything he had taught me and all of the setting up these microphones, it still sounded not good. Of course, I hope it looks good too, of course, but it's, you know. I am... Hi, Viddy, how you doing? Glad to know that your connection's back. Yeah, I'm hoping that mine sounds good. It's very, oops. Okay. Very rudimentary gate on it, and other than that, I'm just using some, well, I switched out actually. I switched my microphone. I normally use a Neumann TLM 103 microphone. It's my favorite microphone that I have in my cabinet, but I'm using I have two AKG C214s for the stream setup. Now they're dedicated pretty well for the stream unless I have a big video again. And I was hoping that they sounded pretty good. So, and I've made some adjustments on them as well. So I'm right up next to them. I don't like, if I had a camera on me, I wouldn't. You would definitely see the microphone. It's right in front of me, but. Okay, I think that's for the most part. I think that's everything. I have to check here. I don't really remember much else. What am I missing? I mean, I literally have enough to. I'm missing 6 notes. I'm missing what, 5 jiggies though. Oof. Why am I missing so much? Yeti mics are great. Yeti mics are fantastic. The problem that I think that I had is there was it's not anymore, but there was a time where I was trying to grow. For example, if you happen to see, I'm not trying to plug, but if you do happen to see my my channel, yeah, Yeti microphones are great. They're great microphones. It was just I wanted to. So I like one of my, and of course it didn't sound perfect because I didn't have everything set up perfectly at that time. But I did a septet episode, which was The Lion King, and in that septet episode, I had 7 people I had to mic up. And I just couldn't get everybody mic'd up really well. So I had to get something that was going to be able to handle, 8 or so connections, 7 or so connections at once. It was going to be 8, but... And I had to get at least that many microphones, and so I couldn't find a USB one that would do that. I found a... I actually bought a Presonus AR12, I think is what it's called. And it's got 8 XLR, and then it's got like 8 line inputs, I think, as well. So I could handle a lot of different people. I thought, well, if I'm gonna have that, I gotta have good microphones. So anyway, it was just trying to make it set up. But here's the thing: all this equipment, if I can't make it sound good, it doesn't even make a difference. Oh, sure, yeah. Hey, I understand completely. Honestly, I'm running around here somewhat aimlessly at this point. I know what I'm doing to an extent, but I am kind of running aimlessly, and apparently my controller batteries are low. So I may hop off the stream as well and have dinner with my wife as well. Get to spend some time with her. She's a sweetheart. So you know. Oh, that's okay. That's understandable. I mean, I appreciate you just for dropping in this once. I really do. So, if you can drop in more frequently, that's fantastic. If you can't, that's perfectly okay. Same situation. You know, I'll try and drop in. I very much enjoyed your Mario stream. So I would definitely be happy to drop into some more of those as well as I can. I'll try to make as many of those as I can. So. That was a lot of fun. I'm curious. Like after this, I mean, this is good, but I think after this, I want to go. I think after this, I kind of want to go even more retro. I think I'm probably going to try and do some Mario or something. This is this is a little. I took it and it was. Oh, thank you very much. I'm excited about that. It's. I can't remember. Can I only be a bee in spring? I think I can be a bee in summer too, right? I think I can. If I can't, then I'm gonna be in. I may just have to call it here. But no, I can only do it in spring. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I definitely enjoy these, and I'm not gonna say that I won't. I'm not gonna say that I won't on occasion probably play the newer games as well. I mean, obviously, I enjoy newer games, but I'm thinking for the next streams I'm doing after Banjo-Kazooie's all done. I'm definitely thinking about maybe doing some Mario or some Donkey Kong or something just simple. I actually may do one of my favorite games is Felix the Cat for the NES. My wife got it for me for Christmas this year. Goodness, I was gonna say for my birthday. My birthday isn't here quite yet. She got it for me for Christmas this year, and this is one of my favorite games. I remember renting it way back when, and like I said, I had a lot of fun. But well, tell you what, I think I'm gonna do. I've been streaming for a good long time now. I've been streaming for about 3 hours. Everybody's gonna go and be with their family, and I think that's a good time for me to kind of do the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it as well for this stream. I want to say thank you, Omega Ace Gaming. Thank you, Viddy, for dropping in. Thank you for everybody who dropped in, was able to comment. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over here for a second to my my ending here, but I want to say thank you very much for everybody who dropped in, who participated, who took time out of their day to come and talk with me and hang out and enjoy video games. I think what I'm going to do when I come back, the next stream, the last stream for Banjo-Kazooie, is finish collecting everything in Click Clock Woods, kind of get my head together. Yeah, hopefully you see some stuff. Some of the stuff is, hopefully you see some stuff that's fun in the videos. I definitely try to do some funny stuff. I will warn you, anything that just depending on what content you like. For me, anything that's on solo is very kid safe and usually pretty kid friendly. Anything that's not, my friends get a little bit rambunctious. Anything too out of hand is obviously censored, but anything else in there, if you're looking for something a little bit more GPG, that's solos, and then anything else is probably a little bit more PG-13 plus. So. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys for dropping by. I really appreciate you guys for taking time to visit with me and game with me. And I would love to have you guys next time I stream. I'm not sure when that is yet. I don't have a set schedule. But I'm going to try and be on as quick as I can. Get the rest of these, do the final fight, and then we'll move on to something else. And but anyway, yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. But we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.